What is up, everyone? Hybrid Toy Reviews here with Talking Toys with the boys. Running a little bit late, as is typical, but it's how it be sometimes. You know me, and I'm joined by 212 Hunter.
Yes, sir.
And the ZOOBOY.
What's up?
So I've been trying to work through all of you figure ball guys. So
I'm the last one, right?
Yep, because you're my least favorite.
Okay.
No, you're gold.
Makes sense.
But I've just been trying to get everyone through and I'm trying to find some unique combos. It's neat to see you all apart a little bit sometimes. So
yeah,
but
I agree.
I'm hoping I've got some plans and I'll talk a little more at the end, but I'm thinking for December it might be a little bit of a party stream, so it might be fun.
Ooh, party.
So
always down for party streams.
But how's everyone doing? We missed a month. So for reasons.
Yeah. I mean, it was busy time, last month, so like I think we're all kind of cooling down from, ICC and, getting back to, just on to the next thing,
Oh yeah. Always another con.
Yeah.
I'm doing good personally. I'm loving all the recent Black Series. I'm like riding that high of all the new reveals and announcements. If you're the only type of fan I see unhappy right now is if you're OT only.
Yeah.
Then you're unhappy.
Yeah, I agree.
But
yeah, and where I'm at, and I've been saying it for a little bit, is like, the OT had a stranglehold on the line for the first several years. And I'm okay going prequel heavy because we all know in 2027 we're not getting one clone trooper that year. We're balancing the line a little.
I just want more than one because this year we've only got one. Well, I guess next year is confirmed more than one because we're getting Luke and Luke next year.
Although Yak says that wave is hitting ports in the U.S., it might be one of those,
late December, something like that.
Yeah, and then what'll happen is it'll come out on like December 30th, and then Nate and Justin will make it their number one figure of the year because of bias, like Clone Wars Darth Maul. Because they got it on like December 22nd. And
I just love that final wave, first wave of the year, whichever way, because like so many different channels are like, this is a 2023 wave. Nope, this is a 2024 wave.
Yeah, right.
I don't get it.
For me, I just go off what Yakface considers it, because when he has the master list, I'm just like, all right, whatever he considers it is how I do.
My thing is like, if you got it December 30th and it's because you ordered it from an overseas importer and like Big Bad and Amazon and everyone isn't getting it until March, then it's probably not a this year figure.
I could agree with that. If it has to be out in the US, I think.
Yeah,
that's what
if I can't go to Walmart and reasonably suspect I might find that wave on pegs, then it's not out yet.
Right, exactly.
But real quick, we got some comments loading up. So we got this guy, the Liked Before Live gang.
Yep.
And we got Go Always Phantom Menace Dennis.
What up, Dennis?
In the Liked Before Live gang. So
met Dennis at ICC Con. It was very nice.
Oh, yeah. So and we've known Dennis for a little while, even longer than that. He is a forever goat for our social circle.
Oh yeah, he's a real one.
So we got the Max Rebo Experience. I am winning, son.
What up?
Shout out to Max Rebo Experience for joining my Twitch stream the other day.
There we go.
What'd you play?
I was just playing some Battlefront 2 as a test stream is all. So I was just kind of like testing some things out.
So we got Commander Cook. We got Phase 2 action review. We got Jonah. Hope everyone's doing good. Talking about what's making people happy or not. We got Max Rebo with the Carson Teva fans are unhappy. I would take that figure. I would march on Rhode Island if it's on that X-Wing pilot Luke body. But,
oh, man.
I would take that figure. We got Jonah saying your lighting looks good, Hunter.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
it probably just looks okay now that my camera's decent. My quality looks better.
It helps when you're not a JPEG. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, the lighting does look really good. I just didn't recognize it with the red glow.
Yeah, it's like all orange, you know. I tried to switch it to Christmas colors because you know it's Christmas season now.
Fairs.
People always forgetting about Thanksgiving.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I love Christmas. I love it after Thanksgiving. So
it's right. Nate was telling me. I think it was Nate. Was telling me that he started Halloween season July 5th.
Yeah.
So.
No, I've got this neighbor lady, and she's nice, but you know she's a Halloween lover. So like pretty much like the first week of August, you know, the whole
wow
is covered with stuff, and I'm just like, hey, like you do you, and I always forget where I live. I'm in a small town, and it you know, and God forbid you trick or treat on Halloween. You know, this trunk or treat society is ruining the next generation of children. And so instead of just going on Thursday after school, giving the kids something to do, you know, you just have to do it at like noon on Saturday. And so I got up and I was like, I'm going to go film some reviews. Well, she is like blasting like the Halloween piano theme song for the kids. And I'm just like, yeah. That's going to get me copyright struck. I'm not recording today.
I can't wait for her to have a porcelain doll like aimed at your door.
I don't want to talk
like
about it.
on her porch.
So we've had issues.
Listen, Jonah, you talk about Thanksgiving figures. I will stand by that. They should make an Easter Bunny Jackson Rabbit.
Oh, that'd be perfect. Yeah,
I would totally buy that. Like. I've talked about this in Out of the Basement before, and Nate and Justin weren't with me. But I'm saying, yeah, give me Easter Bunny figure. That's what I want.
Give them some give them some Mudhorn eggs. You know, just have them.
That would be great.
Like painted different colors.
Stormtrooper pilgrims. Ewok Native Americans.
Oh my god!
With the bow sparrow.
Dude, they will not do a Native American figure. Dude.
They could do a St. Patrick's Day. Like
I'm sorry, they're not the Indians anymore. They're the Guardians. So
that's true. That is true. The Guardians.
I
would be super down.
Grimace shake.
That's true. Unk does need a grimace shake.
Always needs grimace shake.
Unk on Skibidi.
So. Where's your neon cat headphones, Hunter? You're a Twitch streamer now.
I left them at the store.
So I'll Amazon you a Christmas present here. Don't worry about it. So it's a season of giving. Well, I was actually looking for some the other day, and I found some that were orange with white for the ears, and I was like, Commander Cody cat phone.
Get out of here! Oh man.
And who doesn't need a grimace shake? Commander Cook. Always cooking. So now that we've caught up, we were supposed to have Blitz Transmissions joining us tonight. He had a family issue come up, so he might be on in the later on half.
I'm gonna leave as soon as he joins.
I don't
want to be there with him.
We can only swing one Italian per stream.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. That's what it is.
And that's too spicy in meatball.
True.
So
too many carbs.
Just arguing like this, you know, like in the bottom of the screen.
See, I just realized. This is like, I don't usually come on other people's streams when I'm fully shaven. So it's
weird. Put it back.
This is a rare occurrence. Like I don't usually like being on stream fully shaven.
That's funny because I'm growing a beard out right now. So you shaved, I'm growing a beard out.
You can do like what like the chubby girls on Tinder always do, and just hide your like chin and your
exactly. Yeah.
But I'm just like, I know what you are. I don't mind, but just be honest about it. Like,
but no, this is what we'll do. So you can still see the Captain America.
Right. Always in the Captain America.
Exactly.
Honestly, I didn't even recognize you without it at ICCC.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just like, who's this weird dude chucking Trulies at me off about me?
It's funny how at ICC Con, that's where, people, all these Black Series content creators that I haven't met before would meet me for the first time, and yet I wore the shirt that I don't wear.
Right.
I wore 3 different Star Wars shirts the 3 days.
Well, you're doing like the MCU disguise thing, where
exactly.
Cap and
because you know what? If I was,
now you don't look like Cap anymore.
It's like a big target. Everyone would be like, "ZOOBOY, that's you."
Right.
So without that, it's like, nah, it's okay.
But
oh my God, Cook.
So did Tommy get it? No, I think he's good there, and I appreciate. Yeah, this is make me big hybrid, make me big. But I'm repping the hybrid toy reviews merch. I finally put in a order on my print shop.
That actually looks like a comfortable shirt.
It's actually really nice material. I was debating doing like an unboxing video, but I think I'm gonna do a video where I just kind of show them. Like it's not like a Gildan shirt like so many of these are, and those are okay. But like it's very soft and the fit is right, and I'm a little bit of a big boy, and like it doesn't feel tight. It doesn't feel like it's raising when I put my arms up, and you know how like a 2X in one brand is not a 2X in another brand. Like this one's like a true 2X.
Right. When if I ever want to buy merch from somebody, I'm always like not clothing because I'm very particular. It's why I own I think I have 7 or 8 of these. The reason why I have so many of these, I obviously do own other shirts, as proven at ICC Cup. But the reason why I have so many of these is because no, I don't. But they're ridiculously comfortable.
Yeah. No.
So when I get a shirt, I'm always like, especially when it's merch from Teespring, something like that. I'm always like, it's probably not going to be the most comfortable thing. But I gotta say,
what's up, Bobcat?
Hey, Bobcat. When we got obviously Monday Night Figure Bowl merch, and I ordered the ZOOBOY shirt for myself. Of course. Why would I not? And I was so surprised that it was actually comfortable. And I would legitimately have worn that more than this because it was that comfortable. The only flaw with that shirt is that it's heavier than this, I wouldn't consider it a heavy shirt. It's just heavier, which means, for me living in Florida now, I would rather go for the lighter option. But, for the winter, like now that it's, November, when it gets to December, January, that'll probably be nice.
Well, you could always go for the sorority girl car wash and take the bottom.
Dude. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Perfect.
Been there, done that on some of these summer days. I understand it, man.
Yeah.
But
I gotta pick me up some creator merch. The only merch I have is Cook's right now.
Wow.
I have one. Hater. Well, hey, I mean, I gotta get some. I'll get some. Don't worry.
We're gonna have some dress code for the next hybrid stream. You show up in work attire, or you're out.
I'm loving that everyone, of course, gave stickers at ICCCon. That's great. I love having stickers just of everybody.
I'm huge on the stickers. I love them, and I think that came from the podcast that shall not be named, but they. They had some stickers at one of our Comic-Con Erie booths, and I was like, "That's a good idea." And then I found that not Printify, Sticky brand, and they always run this deal where it's 3 inch by 3 inch is the square that you have to work in. And they'll cut it to fit your logo, and it's 100 stickers for $25 or something. And I'm like, that's pretty good. And the quality's nice, they don't, rot if you put them on your car window or anything. They're glossy and plasticky.
And I was so surprised about things like that. I was giving them out to everybody that I saw that, knew who I was.
Oh, yeah.
But I ran out of that first batch of stickers. I only had a few left from ICCCon, and a few people had DM'd me on Instagram and stuff asking if I could send them one. So I ran out. I had to order a second batch.
Nice.
So that's cool. I like things like that.
Yep. Max Rebo has been sending me some things. Sticker Mule doesn't just do stickers. They actually do pins, and I guess I'm a pin guy now. And
yeah,
I don't know how that happened, but I came back from ICCC with 8
of them.
Yeah, and then I had a couple that I'd kind of been sitting on for a bit. Oh, this one's cool. Y'all might like it. I'm gonna show off the pin, and it's weird. I've just had it sitting in a junk drawer forever, but now I got a cork board. It's awesome. This was a pre-order bonus for Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh, that's cool.
And I've just had it. Sitting, aside forever.
See, I might have to scour eBay for like little pins like that. Like I stupidly missed, or I don't even remember. I don't even remember if I missed it or if it's Walmart's problem, but I'm pretty sure I missed it. The May the 4th thing, the pin. Yeah, Mr. Coffee got that. I don't know if anyone else got that, but I think I missed that. But I'm super down with the Enamel Empire. That's why I had to I ordered off their website the Thrawn one because I didn't get that at the con. Yeah. Because I got all cool stickers. So
I kept going back to their table. They kept having so many cool things.
I know. I feel like it's such a weird thing because it's something that you would never buy unless you're at a con, really. At least for me personally.
And that's where I'm at. I'm just gonna buy them from the artists going forward.
Yeah, but it's fun. I like it. It's like when you're there at the time.
No, and it's I had a lot of fun every day picking up a couple new pins and sticking them on my lanyard, and then getting back to the Airbnb and realizing I don't want to wear a 40-pound lanyard anymore. Putting them in a box to take home, and then buying more tomorrow. But no, I've got a bunch of cool pins. I really like them. I really like the ICCC Max Rebo one. That was cool.
I love that one.
The Enamel Empire Phase 1 501st. Like I'm really.
It's so funny. I was like, I don't need. I'm a Phase 2 guy.
Yeah.
You know? So I was like, I don't need the Phase 1. And then everybody was buying it, and I was like, I don't want to say peer pressure because no one was telling me to do it. I was just I felt left out. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna get it. And then I got it. I want to.
Well, the thing was, they were talking about how it was like limited to like 25 pieces.
And I was like,
and it was like the FOMO struck over.
Right, it's like the collective brain. Like, I gotta get it.
Yeah.
It's limited. I gotta say though, I am overall happy that I did because it is cool.
Yeah.
It is
it's
very
really cool.
Yeah,
and it's neat up there. I wish I'd have got one of the Republic gunship ones with the clones jumping out on the chain.
I think those are cool. I think Mr. Coffee got that.
Sure. Tommy got the Fordo one, believe it or not, and which that one was cool.
Look at Mr. Coffee spreading fake lies right now. That P1 is superior.
Right.
That is fake news.
They had the Coruscant Guard Republic gunship one was also their other ICCC exclusive. And I've been debating just DMing them and being like, do you have any of those left? Because like it didn't seem like they were selling a lot. It's like a less popular one. And if they have any left.
See, it's just like me with this Thrawn one. You got like the buyer's remorse. I should have bought it at the con.
Right.
Or anti-buyer's remorse, I guess, that you missed out.
But
I haven't gotten bit by the pin bug, but I will say, I don't know if you guys have seen the displayed enamel like Revenge of the Sith Order 66 like LED light up like metal poster that they have. That thing is crazy, and dude, I'm like fiending. I might get it. I don't know.
I want to see this.
Dude, it's really cool. It's like Cody's big and in the center, and it's got like a light up hologram of Palpatine, and then it's got Yadi Mundi's lightsaber lights up. It's like little. You can either have it like flicker or you can have it on solid. But the whole thing is metal and enamel art on the front.
Yeah, I've
like
wanted
super cool.
I've wanted to get because I have like a lot of wall space, but nothing on it. I've been wanting to get into like the disc plates. Like maybe I will. We'll see. I'd like to.
I haven't bit the bug there. They're a little bit expensive.
Yeah, they are. That's the problem.
Yeah, but
you save money if you order a couple. Like you'll like save a lot more if you kind of bundle them.
Right.
I ordered 2 of them. I have like a CW show Flash and Supergirl combo. They're like the same size.
I'll be right back. I got to step for 1 second. So
no worries.
Real quick, I'm gonna say something in chat.
No
Phantom Menace Dennis. I saw that you said that you missed picking up a ZOOBOY sticker. I don't know how. I feel like I gave them out to so many people. But send me a DM on Instagram of your address, and I'll get one out to you. I'll send you one because I don't know how. You know, it must have been because I'm pretty sure that I met Dennis either the 2nd or 3rd day. So
I think the 3rd. It was Saturday.
So I think
right?
maybe by that time I was like I had put the stuff away. But yeah, sure, Dennis, right. if you DM me your address, I'll send you out one for sure.
Nice. Hook Dennis up. I stopped for some drinks for the stream, and they were warm. They were off the shelf, but so I threw a Snapple in the freezer.
That thing.
What flavor though?
If it
this one is watermelon lemonade.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So it does sound good. I didn't want soda tonight. I wanted like a juice or something.
Was it you that I talked to recently, Hybrid, and said that I've been getting into half and half iced tea lemonade? Like never in my life did I have that, but like all of a sudden recently, I'm like,
no,
maybe it's just like I hit that
liked
age. I don't know what it is.
I've always liked it, and that was almost my choice. I was going to go for the Arizona one, but they were all lights, and I don't really like artificial sweeteners. Like, you know, like I'd rather just have like sugar. Like I know it's not good for you, but like at least it doesn't give you arthritis. It just kills you normally, you know?
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Yeah, the Stone Mando. How are you doing?
What up?
We're having some fun so far. So, and we got some general love for the Arnold Palmers. So we love to see that. That is a top tier drink.
You guys ever drink Liquid Death? The
water.
The water.
I love the water. I'm not a sparkling guy, but
wow, I am shocked. Everyone I know who talks about Liquid Death is always about the tea. So, but my family, like, we every now and then we'll get the water, and I'm like, oh, so I'm so shocked that you guys are into the water. Like, let's go, hell yeah!
No, hydrate or dihydrate, my guy.
I was gonna say I watched a video on it, and they did a half and half drink, and they named it. They always name them like really edgy names, you know, right?
Oh, yeah.
Liquid Death for the water. So they named it Armless Palmer. And whoever owns the rights to Arnold Palmer or whatever, they like sued him or send him a cease and desist.
Whatever.
And they were like, okay, I guess we're not going to name it Armless Palmer, so they named it Dead Billionaire instead.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
So we got Cook asking the real question.
I like Mellow Yellow, dude. I will say
I'm
like
a Mountain Dew guy, so like when I go somewhere that is Coke products, like I'll drink it. I like Mellow Yellow.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what a Mellow Yellow is.
It's like a Mountain Dew. Well, the nice thing about it being that color already is that your kidneys don't have to work on making it. It comes right out. So
you know, people always find this unbelievable when I say it. But I'm pretty sure I've only had Mountain Dew like 3 times in my life.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Like, and I don't think I've ever had like Baja Blast. I don't think I've ever had that.
You're gonna overheat down in Florida without that antifreeze.
The antifreeze. Yeah,
I like when I drink soda, it's just Coke or Pepsi for me. That's it. I don't go into Sprite. I don't go into like, so you know, on a rare occasion, if I'm really feeling something varied, I would have a Dr. Pepper.
So where I'm at, Mountain Dew is my favorite, but
just regular.
There's like 40 different Mountain Dews, and it's always been green for me. Is just the traditional normal lemon lime Mountain Dew. But I have had I'll share this story. This came up this week. I got an email from Pepsi the other day. Hunter's heard about this.
I did.
I had heard a very tragic rumor that Major Melon was being discontinued, which is the best non-traditional Mountain Dew flavor. It tastes like watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, I love watermelon Sour Patch.
Right. So go try some Major Melon. You'll love it. It's like them, but bubbly. And so I sent them a slightly strongly worded drunken email. And I got a reply telling me that they appreciate my unique devotion to Major Melon, and promising that what I'd heard is a rumor and that it's definitely on the production slate for the entirety of 2025. And the reason they responded to that is I told them that Major Melon didn't serve 17 tours in Iraq to be cast aside so easily.
Dude.
And they were like, okay, this guy likes it. So anyway, I saved Major Melon for you all. So
I'm gonna try it and then wind up hating it, and then I'm gonna email them saying, "Nah, cancel it."
Oh man!
I'm gonna make that poster. I'm gonna Photoshop
saving Major Melon. Oh my gosh!
He died for our sins. All right, we don't cast heroes aside.
So is this a pink drink or is that just the bottle?
It's pink. It's pink colored. Yeah, clear bottle.
Pink.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's a clear bottle. Yeah.
Clear bottle, pink drink.
It's delicious. I love it. But I guess we haven't seen him pop up yet. We had a little fun activity planned for today, and it was Tommy's idea, but we'll get him with this again another time. So from Blitz Transmissions, he suggested a fun topic would be to talk about, let's say Black Series says, hey, we're done making Jedi figures. There's going to be 5 more. What 5 Jedi would make your shelf feel the most complete?
I'm very glad Tommy came up with this. I mean, I guess that's what sparked the idea. But I'm very glad Tommy came up with this after Shaak Ti and Luminara came out, because those were my 1 and 2.
Yeah, that was definitely a good choice.
Yeah, getting those out of the way, I feel like, as you guys will see when we get to my list, those were my big movie ones. So now I could finally go into like my niche of like the EU Jedi that I really want.
Sure,
so that's exciting.
I guess if you like, I'll. How about we let ZOOBOY go first?
We'll, sure, sounds good.
Guest first.
Hey, so I sent you the pics. You just bring them up.
Yep,
one by one, and I'll talk about them.
All right. So opening Discord here.
Yeah, you might need to explain who some of these characters are.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know anything about EU.
Yeah, I'll explain.
Han Solo and Bespin Luke's outfit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this is Jason Solo. So I think actually you could, if you could open this in its own, yeah. That way it's a full thing. Am I correct? You can?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're getting there.
Okay.
How about that?
That's still low res. I think that's my fault. I might have sent you a low res.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Well, it's not like there's any like real photos of the dude or
right. Yeah. So Jason Solo is, as you would guess by his last name, Han Solo's kid. Han Solo and Leia Organa's kid. And he is a twin of Jaina Solo, who we already have in the Black Series. So I feel like Jason would be so easy. And there's 2 ways they can go about this. You can do the lazy route, which I would prefer they don't do, but if this is the way if this is how we have to get him, whatever. You could just take the existing Bespin Luke body, plop a new head on him, color it green or whatever, and then there you go. I think this is not actually, it's like a grayish brown outfit. Right. It's a different color than Bespin Luke, but
right.
That's an easy way to do it.
It's the same type of design,
right. It's basically the same outfit.
I would say if they did it, I would want them to redo Bespin Luke.
That's what I'm saying. The second way they can do it is give us an all-new remake Bespin Luke, because that's probably the Luke that needs a redone the most, I would say, right now.
That's where I'm at. Yeah.
Yeah. So give us a new Bespin Luke. People will love that. And then reuse that body for Jason. And sorry, go ahead.
No, you go on.
I was just going to say, as Max Rebo Experience is saying right now, that Jaina uses a pilot body. That's why, even though she's not my top 5, and she's not even like a high want for me, it would be really cool if we get a Jaina Solo in her Jedi robes look. So you can even give us a 2-pack, like the Solo twins of Jason and Jaina, because that would be, first of all, you'd be updating Jaina's head. Because I don't know if you guys have the Mara Jade figure, but her head looks really good with the updated photo reel. So I know it's not like, photo reel. It's not like based on an actor or something, but it still looks better than the original face painting. So being able to do that with the old Jaina head plus putting it on a Jedi body would be great. But Jason is the priority. And fun fact. Not only is Jason my most wanted Jedi, he is my most wanted Black Series figure. Right now, he is number 1 for me. Now that we got Shaak Ti and Luminara, it was crazy. My top 5 before, the past few months, it was Shaak Ti, Luminara, Savage Press, the Commando Droid, and then Jason. So I got my top 4. I'm super happy.
They've been cooking, and I'll tell you right now what's going on there. I know I've been telling the guys this on Xbox a lot, but I don't know that I've said it publicly yet. I had a conversation with Mr. Stevie a couple weeks back. Just texted him. I wanted some info about the Chewbacca pack that I bought, and he's like, oh, like he was asking about like where I got it, and I was like, oh, it was at ICCC, and I was like, hey, you should like check that con out. You like a lot of your vintage toys, like that actually just as a person would probably like fit your interest.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's like, oh, I know y'all were at ICCC. I've been seeing that all over my feed this week, and I'm just like, dude knows what Comic Cons we're going to. He's absolutely watching our most wanted list.
Right.
Back on the Black Series team for like 2 years now. And then everyone's top 10 list got made.
Right.
In 6
exactly.
Months. Right. 18 months to make figures. So I guarantee his first day back on the team, he pulled up YouTube and looked up top 10
see what everyone wants.
Wish list. Started being like, well, Savage is on every one of these. We're working on him now. Like, so,
I would not be surprised at all.
After that conversation, I very much like, especially getting to talk to someone directly, I feel incredibly heard as a collector. Like, and that's a good feeling.
I do have a quick question for Zoo about this figure real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So is Jason and Jaina, are they in the same like storyline for EU as like the last Command pack that came out?
Okay. So by the end of the Last Command, which is the final part of the trilogy, Jason and Jaina are, I think, like 1 or 2.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So it's that same like post Return of the Jedi storyline that keeps going, but obviously they're infants and at the end of that storyline. But
are they in it with like Prince Xizor or whatever?
No, so Prince Xizor is the time of Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, okay.
So before Return of the Jedi, obviously.
Right. It was a filling in between the movies kind of thing.
I was just curious if they would go with like existing like EU figures that
the only figure that they have from post Return of the Jedi that's not the Thrawn trilogy is Jaina Solo.
Okay.
All the other post Return of the Jedi stuff is Thrawn related. So,
some of them you can fudge. I mean, like you could, if they made a Jason, you could put them on the shelf next to Jaina, like and Mara Jade.
Yeah. Mara Jade wears basically the same outfit.
Sure. Yeah. Like
you could definitely, I would do that for sure.
Yeah, like it wouldn't look bad next to her.
Right. Coffee, stop spoiling my picks, brother.
Well, plus if you just had like an EU shelf, that would be really cool too.
Yeah, and if anyone who knows me knows, I have factions. So right here is my Jedi shelf. Jason would just go right there, just with the Jedi, with Mara Jade, with Jaina's there as well. Cal Kestis, like the Acolyte Jedi, Revens, Bastila, the movie Jedi, everything. So also Shadow Dragon, if you're still watching, you will be very happy with my list based on what you said in chat.
I'll pull up the next one for you.
Yeah. All right. Wow. Again, I'm sorry for the low res
little photos. I mean, who it is.
That's all right. Yeah, this is Kyle Katarn.
We need Jedi Bob.
I feel like everybody loves Kyle Katarn, who is somewhat of an EU fan. Like I feel like he's like baby's first EU character.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I never got super into the EU, but like I know these last 2 picks very well.
And as someone who just again, I got the 3 3/4 inch version of Kyle. It's kind of satiated my want for him, but just a bit. I still want him in Black Series. It's like unlike Jason, because the Jason figure is about $250, the 3 3/4 inch on the aftermarket. So I'll likely never get that.
Wasn't he only in like a comic pack or something?
So it was a lot of these actually were in comic packs, but specifically for Jason and Jaina, it was just 2 figures that released at the same time, just single releases. That's that. And those 2 figures are just increased heavily in value, like a lot, clearly up to $250 now.
Which is wild. Canon garbage, but
yeah. But yeah, Kyle Katarn would be great. This specifically, I would prefer his Jedi look, and especially since we're doing a Jedi wish list, it would make sense.
Yeah.
But I've seen people who would want his Dark Forces look.
You would probably get that, or the Shadows of the Empire look.
Yeah, I would get any Kyle. I'd prefer his, later looks when he's a Jedi. This look.
Yeah.
So, and like Hunter was saying earlier, being able, like, the photos are good because it shows you what specific outfit I want. And this is that outfit that I want.
You see, y'all are memeing about these Lego figures in the chat.
I would take them. I would take them for sure.
Every one of these. A Rebel Friend is a custom I've been debating making. Yeah. Like, it would be so easy to do.
I'm not a custom person, but exactly like you're saying, it's an easy custom. I've thought about that as well.
Rebel Friend debated buying the Rebel Stormtrooper versus pack and just throwing the Stormtrooper on the shelf. And I've got a couple Rebel Troopers from the Red Box days. So I would just take the new Rebel Trooper and just paint the shirt red and slap it on the shelf. I mean,
exactly. Coffee said he's not meme.
Well, only if it comes with the megaphone blaster with the red stud, right?
I was debating that too. I could 3D print it. It's simple enough. My printer can do it.
Could you imagine if they did a Black Series Lego figure and they did like Black Series versions of studs? That would be so funny.
I would have to. I have it packed away right now. I would have to find my or pull up Commander Cook's, but just on the topic, I'm just going to scroll down. It was a custom that I had him make for me a long time back, and it's kind of in this vein where here I'll do. I'm going to interrupt your stream for this, but I had him make me a shadow.
Oh, yes.
Because that was like the first Lego May 4th promo figure back in the day. It's not canon to anything. They just said, what if we gave away black ARF troopers?
Right.
And
with chrome visors.
Yeah. It had a chrome visor. It was otherwise black. And so I hit him up. They were posted right there. I wanted ARF troopers and I wanted 2 of them, but I found a vendor that gave a really good deal for 3 helmets. So I was like, what do I get for the 3rd one? And I was like, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I always think that's cool when, some people don't like it, but I like when they do just random stuff like that.
Yeah,
like I remember at ICC Con, the person that I got like all my Puffer Pig stuff from, they asked me since I was a Puffer Pig fan, if I knew that Disney put out blue Puffer Pigs just for fun. And I did not know about that.
Oh, wow.
So that's cool. So they actually gave me a free pin because they were like, you got so much stuff, whatever here. So give me a free pin of a blue Puffer Pig, which I thought was really cool. And now I kind of want like a custom blue Puffer Pig figure or something. That would be cool.
Well, if you put not Canada Mr. Coffee all the time, he might not hate you.
I feel like there's got to be a 3D print file, dude.
Oh, well, here,
yeah.
I've shown this a bunch of times, but my Puffer Pig that I have.
Oh.
This is a custom that I got. I would love this in blue. That would just be so cool. Yeah. My, hold on, I got it.
Blue Raspberry Osnick.
Yeah. Here, got to do it once for the stream at least. Here's Osnick.
Yes! Yes!
There's Osnick.
Dude, every time I hear that, it sounds like the alarm on a Star Destroyer.
It kind of does, doesn't
That's
it?
what it sounds like to me, dude. It sounds like a Star Destroyer.
It's funny because, I'm a baseball fan, and the New York Yankees, they're like, most teams, when they have 2 strikes, they play a sound effect of the stadium. Yeah. The Yankees, when they are at 2 strikes, they play the Imperial Star Destroyer alarm. And I always think that's funny because, people call the Yankees the evil empire.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that's why they play that. And it's very funny because I like it as a Star Wars fan, but if there's ever a pitcher who's dealing and constantly getting strikes, you're like, all right, it's kind of annoying after a while to hear the alarm over and over again.
Right.
Yeah. All right, my 3rd pick, right?
Yeah, I mean, I should get you.
All right.
Good there.
Bro, right, I just noticed the 501st over 212 any day, dude.
I just a second ago. I've just had that cooking for a while,
dude.
So we got Quinlan Voss, and I feel like Hybrid said this before the stream, but Quinlan is wanted. I feel like by most people except for Justin. No. Justin wants him, but just not as much as me.
Why would I want a character with a name when I can have Glup Shitto #1? and Glup Shido number 2 and Glup Shido number 3. If they have a name, I don't want them.
You know what? It's funny because when I was when Justin and I were arguing about this, I told Justin, I'm like, listen, in Phantom Menace, he's basically a Glup. He just sits in the background of the scene.
Just because he's
Quinlan's a Glup
that you like doesn't mean that he's not a Cantina alien.
I would love him though, and also I'll take any look. So I just stuck the EU look here because my list is EU, but I actually don't have a strong preference. I'll take this look, I'll take his Clone Wars look, or I'll take his Phantom Menace, like classic Jedi robes. Just give me him. I don't care what box they want to put him in, but he is my most wanted canon Jedi since, he's in Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I got a figure of him recently, like I said, and very cool.
Oh, yeah.
Don't have much to say about him just because I feel like most people want him.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
he's highly wanted.
Yeah. I was shocked, because I said before we started, I was like, I can't believe he's not on everyone's list. Like, he's a good pick.
I got to ask you before I go into this next pick. For me personally, I think he's the most wanted person from Clone Wars. Would you guys, now that we're getting Savage and the Commando droid?
He could be really up there. If not,
I think so.
Like probably in top 5.
Top 5.
I'd say even top 3. Yeah,
because there's a couple of Clone Wars things that I still want. I still want like both tactical droids. Like those.
That would be cool, and I would like a Gregor as well.
Yeah, Gregor's good. I don't see it happening. I had
me either.
Custom. Like
once Coffee showed me like all the how detailed his camo, like digital camo, like paint is. I'm like, it's probably not going to happen. See, Bly, Pong Krell almost made my top 5. I think he might be like number 6 Jedi for me. He almost made it. Well, not counting my honorable mention, but
Pong Krell is cool. I wouldn't know where to put him because it's like he's not a very good Jedi, and but he would be weird on the Separatist shelf. I would struggle placing him. And also, it's a really good arc, and I have all the clones from that arc, the 501st, like the Vales Toys ones.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that I would get him. I don't know. He'd be a really cool figure, though, would be the thing. Is like I don't know.
Dude is still feeling the betrayal from when he was a kid, dude. He's still feeling it.
Oh my God, Bobcat, I can't believe you just said that, because that was exactly me. And then Coffee told me about it. I thought it was just dirty yellow armor. I didn't realize it was digital camo. I had to look closely. But as Coffee will say, I also didn't know the ATT was in Attack of the Clones.
Well,
so
no,
I'm a fake fan.
I think most people thought that about Gregor for a while, because it's not like he was seen in his armor for a huge
and they don't call attention to it.
Right. And obviously, even on top of the camo, he was really weathered. So you had to look through the weathering to see the camo. So
Krell did nothing wrong.
Right. All right. So my 4th pick, this is Mitra Cirque, the Jedi Exile. This is actually the protagonist of Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords, the second game. Mm-hmm. This look specifically is from the Old Republic flashbacks. I'm pretty sure I've never actually played the Old Republic MMO. Only big KOTOR 1 and 2 fan, but haven't played the MMO.
I'm in the same boat.
I think this is from that. But I actually would prefer, because of Knights of the Old Republic 2 is that's my jam. I would prefer if she's from there. I just feel like that's very unlikely because there still wasn't a, I know the EU isn't canon anymore, but even back then there wasn't really a true canon look, except when they described her in the Revan book. So I'm pretty sure canonically at the time she was supposed to be a brunette. And then in the Old Republic, they made her have white hair. But there's a theory out there, and Shadow Dragon, you'll have to help me out. Or Hybrid, you said you played the second game too, right?
Both of them. So the second one I only ever played through maybe twice. The first one was the one that I just kept putting back in.
What is the name of the white-haired Jedi in that game who fights Scion? I can't think of her name. But I'm sure Shadow
Jedi,
Dragon.
So
knows.
you're not talking Kreia.
No, not yeah. The white-haired Jedi. She's a companion. I can't think of her name right now. There you go, Atris. Okay. So
yep.
When there's a theory out there, and if it's true, it's pretty funny, that whoever was making her Mitra's design for the Old Republic
used
Atris's design. They were mistaken. So
hang on a sec. Hendrix, how long have you been down there?
What's up?
Just like 5 minutes.
Okay, I didn't even notice. I'm sorry. We have enough people here. I had to scroll down to see you. I was like, okay.
So. Yeah, I would. I think that's I wouldn't be surprised. So. Okay, yeah, Shadow Dragon. My mistake. I'm. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute for me.
Yeah, but you give me Mitra Cirque if you make her brown hair, like a brunette. Give her white hair. I just think it would go really nice with the other Old Republic figures we've gotten recently.
Sure.
But specifically, we got Nihilus. So I always like when they do things like, how we just got Dagon, we're getting Dagon, and then we have Cal Kestis. I like when they do the hero and the villain.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
we got Nihilus. Give us Mitra, the Jedi Exile.
Right.
That's what I really like.
Funko just did a set of pops for
all 3 Sith Lords, right? Yeah. Oh man. I would.
Yak has said before that if one company does a thing, it means they're all thinking about it.
I would die if we get Kreia and Scion in the Black Series. I'd be so happy. And even an updated Nihilus, or even if Nihilus is just a repack.
Well, Nihilus just hit the reissue.
Yeah, true.
They just reissued Nihilus.
Maybe they're getting that out there, and then it's like a 2-pack.
Well, and where I'm getting, Yak says that there are 2 Gaming Greats 2-packs. One from an early 2000s game and one much more recent.
He did, but I don't know if you've heard, since then, he has said that there's a droid in each of those packs.
Ooh.
So,
it
could be HK-47.
Yeah, I was going to say HK-47.
And Kreia.
Or the Astromech.
Yeah.
Like,
you got me thinking Battlefront with like a battle droid or something from thinking Battlefront, dude.
So Yak also said not Outlaws. He said so.
Which that would be a great droid in here.
Oh yeah, I would love that's why I was hoping for KVS and ND5. That would have been great 2-pack. But since it's not Outlaws, I gotta think it's either what Hunter's saying, Battlefront, or it's like a Jedi Survivor Commando droid. Which that would be cool. I would buy that.
Maybe like a different Cal skin or Marin or something.
I forgot he said that as well. He said one of Seer, Marin, or Grease is coming. So I'm going to assume it's Marin.
I would say,
if I had to.
So, I hope it's Fallen Order Marin.
I could go either way.
Yeah, I don't have a strong preference either way, but I would definitely pick Marin up either way.
So real quick, just to catch up, Hendrix. How are you doing, Pookie Bear?
Good. I'm doing great. It's a great day.
Heck yeah. We are doing and if you want to think up a list, I could have you go last, or if you just want to participate. We have spent the last day thinking about like if the Black Series were going to quit making Jedi figures, what 5 would you want to finish your shelf?
Okay.
So
I could probably come up with something quick.
Yeah, if you think of something real quick, I mean, if you could send me some photo or text me your list and I can pull up some photos or however. So ZOOBOY's like the only one that's gone so far, and he's not even done yet.
Yeah,
so
this is my last pick before I do have one honorable mention.
It's always honorable mentions of ZOOBOY.
Yeah.
So I have my list of 5 and then my 17 honorable mentions. All right,
here we go. So Shadow Dragon, I know you're happy about this. I know Germ, plenty of people are very happy, but Satil Shan.
Is that her in-game model?
Yes, this is Satil Shan.
I've never seen her outside of the CGs. She looks so different in-game. She's like not hot in-game. What?
So I'm not sure if Shadow, you might know, is she Revan's great granddaughter? I forget how many, or just granddaughter. I forget, but
I thought great.
Yeah, or maybe great even. I don't know, but
yeah.
Revan and Basila's descendant, either way. And again, it's just like Mitra. We have Darth Malgus, so give me Satele Shan. And I know, this is not part of the list we're doing because we're doing Jedi, but a Shea Vizsla as well, the Mandalorian from that game.
Yes,
that would be great. So, and Jace Malcolm, he's like the clone, or not clone, sorry, the Republic trooper.
Yep.
So you give us the Jedi, the Republic trooper, the Mandalorian, because we already have the Sith. Just those 4 characters, that's a nice little Old Republic display. And as someone who doesn't even, I've only watched the CGI scenes. I never played the MMO. That would be cool enough for me. So I would be super happy with Satele, and I think she's the most likely Old Republic Jedi to get, like from the MMO.
Okay. Yeah.
Or not even just Jedi character. Like now that we got Malgus, I think she would be next on the list.
Right. I feel like her and Malgus would be like where like the Old Republic ends for Black Series,
Yeah.
Pick like the 2, maybe do the trooper guy, get like the 3, like most recognizable.
See, but if they do those 3, they gotta do Shea Vizsla.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Those 4. The 4 is where that would be cool.
As someone who's only seen the cutscenes, I would also love to get her. I believe it's her master, right? Who's a Zabrak.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Like him and just like all decked out in the armor with the Jedi cloak on, and that scene when Malgus attacks the temple and they're fighting, dude. Like that is so cool. I would love to get that figure. That is one. I mean, I would probably get both of those if they made both. If they made, was it Satele, right?
Yeah, Satele.
Yeah, Satele and him, I would get both of those.
And there a lot of these, at least I think, maybe I'm biased. Of course I'm biased, but I feel like they're visually interesting too. So I feel like some people who are not, like, they don't know the material, like Quinlan especially, he's like, he has long hair, he has face paint, like he's a visually interesting character. So
I'm with Bly here also. I'm totally blanking on the dude's name, but from the schematic where Malgus attacks the Jedi Temple.
Shadow Dragon, do you know?
Well, with Malgus, isn't there like a bunch of like Sith warriors you could have too? Like Sith Marauder or whatever you would
guys
call it.
In robes with masks.
I know you could have the Sith that turned Revan evil, like the Sith Emperor. His name is Tenebrae.
Sure.
He would be great, and he is like a Sith species, and we don't have a Sith species in the line, so that would be cool. And there are a few. You could do the character Scourge, I think his name is from the MMO. So that would be, every time that Hasbro does a new alien, I always think it's cool. But it's interesting because I've seen a lot of people around say that Shakti and Luminar are new species in the line, and they're not. Because Shakti is a Togruta, that's Ahsoka.
Yeah,
right? And then Luminar is a Moralian, I think that's how you pronounce it.
I think that's right.
Yeah, and then that is Vernestra.
Yep.
And
right.
I'm not 100%, but I don't. Is the 4th sister the same species? I gotta look that up.
I don't think so.
No, she's 4th sister's more of like a cat girl.
Okay, so I know definitely
the Armor Jedi's name.
Okay.
So
I know definitely that Vernestra is the same species. So yeah, it just says species humanoid on the wiki, so we don't even know her species, the 4th sister.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's my top
honorables. Some honorable mentions.
Now we got my honorable mention, Mr. Coffee. If you're still watching, this is for you. We have Saci Tin and Agan Kolar. So
I mean, they're good ones.
Yeah, this is specifically so we could finish the scene where the Senate attacks the Jedi.
I am the Senate.
This is
those faces.
I know. Look at this. I don't know. Can you zoom in? Because if you zoom in on Sidious and Agan Kolar, the CGI looks so bad.
I don't know. Is that zoomed in?
You look at his face,
dude. No way.
It looks so bad.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, but
Dude, Agent Carr looks like he's getting.
Right.
Dude, he looks like he's being enlightened right now.
He's just accepted it.
Yeah.
And coffee is 100% right. In fact, I'm gonna send you a pic of that real quick, Hybrid.
Yeah, well, the armored.
Yes, because
like,
it just.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Stacey Tin in Clone Wars, his armor is just so cool.
Well, yeah, it's like tan clone trooper armor, or like gray clone trooper armor with like a robe over it.
Yeah,
and they also he was in Clone Wars with the gauntlets too, so they can go that route if they wanted to.
Yeah, that's true. In fact, you know what? That's good on you for saying that, because here you go, Hybrid. I'm sending you both versions, so then people can decide. There you go. But yeah, I just like Stacey Tin again as a visual character. Like, he just looks visually interesting.
Right.
So cool, dude.
So
yeah, that armor is so good.
And then this is good too. This is good too.
Yeah.
I would buy that.
I would take. I'm not gonna lie. I am such a big Jedi guy. I would buy the Revenge of the Sith version, the 03 Clone Wars version, and the 08 Clone Wars. I'd buy all three.
I'm with you. So I'm gonna knock mine out because I think we were similarly minded. So my first one.
Hell yeah, Quinlan.
And I would have a preference for a Clone Wars version. And it would be super cool if it ended up being one of these like retro carded figures, and maybe they try to emulate what came out and give them like the hoverboard the Clone Wars 375 had and stuff.
Ooh.
Like, that might be asking for a lot, but I'm just like, it'd be cool. But like, definitely at least just a base Clone Wars Quinlan, that would be enough. I wouldn't be upset about it.
And I feel like that's where they'd go. And I feel like he's also the most. He's the most likely, or at least, like we were saying, one of the most likely, because, Hasbro clearly loves to put out Clone Wars figures. So
they don't make one.
Right. So I feel like, Quinlan's on that next tier of characters that would be likely. So I'm pretty confident that we will get him before the line dies.
Right.
Oh yeah, I agree.
So next, we're going to stay familiar here. So I do want Agent Polar and Stacey Tin. And same mentality where it's just like, I just want to finish that Palpatine's office set. And
imagine I did a box set with all four of them.
Yeah, I have to buy another
Mace Windu.
But
I have the whole arrest scene in 375 in that battle pack that I got at ICC.
Oh yeah.
Good set. So this is where I skew, and I have some points to be made on if this one gets made. It's overdue. Ooh. It is overdue. Now,
very true.
Crate Luke was heavily rumored, and the belief is Last Jedi figures just got shelved after the movie came out. And I would not want Hasbro to go and dig up a 2018 sculpt.
Yeah,
right.
At this point. So if we're gonna get a Crate Luke, they need to pretend that they haven't done anything for it yet. But I feel like it's a must, and I have the Figuarts and I love it, but it is a dated Figuarts. And because again, just 2018, like it's not some of the newer stuff, and all the elbows on this figure open when you bend them, and I'm just like, like it's okay, it's better than nothing. But
would you, if they did somehow use an old sculpt, would you still pick it up?
Yeah, I'm a shill, but
you wouldn't like it, but you'd get it.
So, Last Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie, and as the viewers deplete. But I would pick up just about anything from that movie just to show support at this point.
Well, you know what I would like from that movie? I can't think of their names, but the little like ice foxes,
crystal foxes.
Oh yeah,
those would be cool. I would love that.
Cool.
Because Black Series, they occasionally do a little small creature like that.
Yeah,
like, I would say like the fathier, but that's a pipe dream. They would never do a big creature like that.
Why make a new little guy when you can just give us a Babu frickin' frick with every figure?
Dude, would those crystal foxes not make like perfect holiday like pack-ins with a figure?
They'd be cool.
That's true.
Like,
go for it.
Yeah.
I gotta look up their full name because I know they have an actual name. I know because the Lego Star Wars game. I don't know. Have you played the Skywalker Saga?
I haven't.
I played it a little bit, but I nowhere near finishing it.
The Vulptex. That's what they're called. Vulptex or that's singular. Plural is Vulptices.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Pokemon. I think it's only just one word, one letter. I think it's Vulpex versus Vulptex.
Yeah.
Star Wars copying from Pokemon.
What do you know?
Wow, Fig is jelking to this right now.
Didn't they make a Black Series like crate centerpiece? Was that with Ray?
It was with Ray.
Right.
Dude, that would be cool if you had that. You could have Kylo and Luke on that crate centerpiece.
That was
that'd be pretty cool.
That was a Hot Comics pickup in Minneapolis. Sure. You guys loaded up on Hot Toys and they'd mispriced it and it rang out for more. They were like, your friend,
that's the Ray with the soft
so much you can just have it.
Yeah,
meaning it had been there forever. But this last one, I'm honestly shocked that we don't have yet. The GOAT.
Coleman Trevor.
I
think he's in my top 10.
So, and my entire logic on Coleman Trevor is I've been following this Facebook page for about 6 years, Coleman Trevor Core, and it's just nothing but memes about Coleman Trevor. I mean, the dude did a whole shitty animation once about how Coleman Trevor actually survived and ended up being Snow. It was great. And I've been inundated with Coleman Trevor memes for the better part of the last 6-7 years. So I need to just do it. And Coffee's right on. It would be so easy to make. It's basically hands, and I mean, all the new Jedi figures have like the neck and the exposed chest are a removable, pluckable out piece. You know, they could do it.
I love that he's just a dinosaur Jedi.
Yeah.
So I'm super down.
So
now, me just thinking like I don't.
It's good enough hybrid will let me be on. I was telling ZOOBOY I'm working through the figure bowlers because like it's fun pulling groups apart and just seeing individuals sometimes.
Is Coleman Trevor the same species as the one bounty hunter in Kenobi?
What bounty hunter?
The one that looks like a dinosaur. I can't.
No, I don't even know.
That dude's more like a velociraptor.
Okay, yeah. For some reason I can't quite picture it in my head, but I just
me either. I don't even remember what you're talking about. Oh wow, this guy is Treadgar Volk. I don't even remember this dude.
It was when like he was running across the rooftops like after Leia, and the bounty hunters were chasing him.
Wow, I don't know.
It's the scene with a 9-jack or whatever.
Yeah.
1 jack.
Damn, Hunter, why do you got to do this for me? Now I want this guy in Black Series. He's so cool looking. You know Hasbro would kill it with this sculpt. Oh my god.
I honestly don't even remember what he looks like. I just remember he had like a dinosaur head.
Yeah, he does look like a velociraptor. That is so cool.
All right. So
anyway, an honorable mention?
I didn't pick an honorable mention. When I'm told to come up with a list of 5, I stop at 5. So, not 7.
Oh man.
But I should have seen that
coming. Psycho Strikes is here. What's up, Psycho?
Yep. All right. So now let's look at a list of 5 orange clone troopers that someone's going to try and
Oh yes.
Ooh.
Jaro
that's
Tapal.
A good pick.
So I'm gonna spoil it a little bit. I do not have Pong Krell on my list because when Tommy, it was his idea. I figured he was gonna be picking Pong Krell, and everybody wants Pong Krell. So I'm like, you know what? I just thought of a big other Jedi. I'm like, dude, Jaro Tapal, he would be awesome.
That would be awesome for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not in Clone Wars, but Well, he's not in Clone Wars, but like, dude, he's decked out in the Clone Wars armor.
Yeah.
It's the era.
Like, yeah, I mean, like straight up, he's gonna match in a Clone Wars, shelf display.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. I would put him with. I forgot the name of his battalion, but obviously,
13th.
okay, yeah. So I would take that 13th clone that I have. I would put Jar Tapal, and I would just put the two of them on the Clone Wars shelf.
Yeah,
easy.
Yep.
Well, so if you get Jar Tapal, you'll have to buy like every version of the Veils, like custom 13th Battalion.
So, I guess since we're talking 13th Battalion, real quick, I don't know if I'm right or wrong on this, and I know in canon it's not right, but like if the logic tracks at all, we have so many commanders that don't have any troopers to follow them that. And when you put them side by side, the yellow paint that Hasbro uses the same. I just stuck them with Commander Bly on the shelf for right now.
Oh,
right.
Yeah. A lot of people do that, I think.
Like I'm not weird on that. Like I'm like.
No,
well,
like,
I was honestly, I gotta see when I get it in hand, but I was thinking of doing the same thing with the new Clone Wars Gree. I was thinking that would just be like a member of Greed's battalion. Because it's nothing that makes him stand out to be a commander. That's
doesn't even have like a scrap or anything.
Yeah, so I'm like, I can't think of what Greed's battalion is. Anyone know?
The Elite Corps.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I feel like that would just be a member of that corps for me.
On my shelf, Gree leads the 442nd. I have two 442nds from the 4-pack.
Yeah,
and so I just stuck them together.
Yeah.
Until Veils did Wolfpack clones, my Commander Wolf had the Camino Security clones.
Yeah.
See, you know what sucks? I passed on that Camino Security because I was like, I have nowhere to put it. But now that we're getting a Shock T, I kind of want to go back and get it. And
I
didn't even make that connection. What?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I was just about to say that.
And I passed on. There was one at ICC Con. And I was like, we still don't have a Shock. I wish, if only I would have known that Hasbro was just about to do a Shock.
Right.
I'll have to pick it up. I know it did go up in price a bit, though.
It's like a $25-$30 figure if you.
Oh, really? I thought it was more expensive than that.
No, I mean, some people might want more for it, but I know you can get it for $30.
All right, I'll have to keep a lookout for around that price then.
It was expensive for a while, but I think it's come down.
And that was like, I think that was the first actual clone on that new 2020 body.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
And but like, watch out because the helmets were like whack on those ones.
It was the first release, I guess.
Yeah, they were super warped. Mine is like mega warped, so you got to kind of like turn the head. So
you want to know
they were also like this big.
Yeah.
You want to know how you can get one that absolutely won't have a warped helmet? Veils. They don't glue the helmets on. Because the issue wasn't the helmets for warp. The issue was they put the glue on there and then they smashed them on. Yeah. I'm guessing some like mechanical assembly line thing or whatever.
Right.
And so they were just getting on hard until the glue hardened.
That, and I feel like they almost packaged them like straight off the line. So like it was like still like cooling down, and then the plastic tray just like squished them.
Right.
How are you doing, Doug?
What's up, Unc Doug? Yeah. It's like a Monday Night Figure Ball reunion in here.
Now, I will say I got lucky. I have 2 of the Camino Security clones, and I found them on the shelf, and both of the ones that I found didn't have the helmet issue.
Oh, so you're set. You could have Shock right there with the 2 of them flanking her?
I'm ready to go. I mean, there are some I've seen that are rough, but like they're not all bad. Like I would look for eBay auctions that have really good photos of them, or I would get them in hand at Comic Cons. I wouldn't do anything.
Right.
Or just like if you find one, just ask the seller to like send a picture of the helmet close up.
Yep. So
see, that's what it's funny that you mentioned that, because I've been looking at buying the best 3 3/4-inch 3PO. It came out. It's like the Endor one that had like the Endor chair, the Ewok throne where he was on.
I had that growing up. Yep.
That's the best 3PO because it's like back metal. Mm-hmm. But there was the original release. I think Nate has the original release. He picked it up at ICC Con. The joints for the knees are not, because 3PO has 1 silver, 1 gold. the joints are not silver and gold. They're like a brownish color. And some people it doesn't bother, but for me, I think it's very ugly. Then they did a running change where they did one silver, one gold. Mm-hmm. And in the packaging, you can't see it unless it's turned. So I always got to message sellers and I'm like, can you take a picture of like right by the knees so I can make sure that I'm actually buying what I want?
Right. Let's move on to Hunter's next one.
Ooh, that's a good pick too.
Yes, I'm a Gundai. Yep.
I'm a Gundai.
Not much to say about him. He's really
Gundai.
cool looking, and he's a really unique alien look too. I mean, he's not a not a weak way. He's not. Yeah, he's like.
I forget what the name of the species is.
Nikto.
Sure. Yeah, you're right. It is Nikto. Yep.
Yeah. This is specifically. This is the. They're called red Niktos because they have that red tint you could see.
Look,
that's racist.
By the color of their skin here.
Yeah, exactly.
That Florida shit back to figure ball.
And I will say, I don't necessarily need Captain Keeley either. Like,
he'd be cool.
He would be cool, but like, I wouldn't personally need him. I would just love to get Gundai. I would just love to get him.
Yeah.
That we got Mr. Coffee agreeing on that 3PO. That was a Christmas present when I was 8 or 9. It was a weird figure selection, but my parents just got me like 3 of the Stormtrooper helmet package, 08 figures, and it was a Han Solo without the vest, like the skiff Han Solo, and then it was that 3PO, and then it was like a random Ewok. Like there was just 3 random ones stuck in a box that they wrapped for me, but it was cool. I was happy to get any Star Wars.
Yeah, that's cool. Coffee, do you know if you have the one with the proper knees or are your knees brown? Gotta let me know.
Knew it.
Oh yes.
See, all right. Here's the thing, Hunter. I was gonna put Barris as my number 1.
All right.
But I think it's pretty safe to say she's coming because Yak said that we're getting one more Jedi from Attack of the Clones, and it's really the only other option would be Barris or Coleman. I feel like Barris is the most likely. And then I forget what little thing Yak said, but someone asked him like, "Is Barris coming?" And he was like, "Wouldn't that be nice?" or something. I forget exactly what Yak said, but it was like he was hinting that clearly she is.
Right.
So,
yeah, obviously.
I count her as coming, basically.
Sure.
And I've said it before because I've known that this is one that Hunter's wanted for a little while. He's definitely never said "Mommy Barris" on the Xbox, but they were either going to announce Luminara and Barris, or just Luminara. They were never going to start the pair off with Barris.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
Now that we've got Luminara, Barris could be any day.
Yeah. I would honestly not be surprised if we have a Barris announcement by the end of the year.
Yeah, same.
Oh, yeah.
I will say as well, like outside of her just being like, Luminara's Padawan and her appearing in Attack of the Clones and in Revenge of the Sith, like, for a very short time, I do really like her character in the Clone Wars. And I kind of like take the good with her and like leave the bad. Like for her, I really enjoyed her like relationship with Ahsoka in the Clone Wars. How she was almost kind of like a more experienced Padawan that like Ahsoka kind of looked up to. And they were like, friends, and like I always thought it was cool. And like they were both in like my favorite arc on that's probably honestly why I really like her character as well, is because I love the second Battle of Geonosis arc. And then you have like the brain invaders with the Geonosian worms and whatnot. So like, yeah, I would love to have a Barris and like put her next to Ahsoka on the shelf. So
remember, if you're hot, 212th Hunter will forgive you for domestic terrorism on a religious structure. So,
do you like how she was in Tales of the Empire?
I did actually. Like I didn't have a lot of issues with it. for me, it made a lot of sense with her character. I really enjoyed like how like they like went and there was a time jump on like the last episode, and I really liked hearing that like Barriss reconnected with Ahsoka, and like like that part I really liked because like I always liked seeing them as friends in the Clone Wars. So to see that happen in Tales of the Empire, I thought was really cool. And then also to see like I know a lot of this is a very unpopular opinion because I know a lot of people did not like Tales of the Empire, but I really liked seeing the conflict in her with where she was like, like weighing like, yeah, this is what I wanted, but it's also at the same time like not what she pictured being as a Jedi. She obviously didn't want to be a soldier in the prequels, like in the Clone Wars, as far as like being not peacekeepers,
right,
but obviously she was weighing that decision with being an Inquisitor, and she's like, I don't want to be an Inquisitor, like this isn't what I want to be. So
I was cool with it. I agree with you too.
It made sense to me.
Real quick for Dennis, there was a Mon Calamari Jedi.
Yeah, Bobcat has the answer right here.
Yep, it's Nadar.
I almost put him on the list.
He's a good
I feel like he could be a relatively easy custom. So I feel like Hasbro could make him kit bash him with some stuff, but
just don't use an Admiral Akbar head.
Yeah,
like,
they would have.
He looks so much younger, and like the sculpt is like different. Like
I don't think Hasbro I think even what we see with Moman Nadan versus Doc Ondar, I feel like Hasbro they don't reuse head sculpts. When it's the same alien.
Yeah.
So
they're different. Who voiced Nadar Veb?
I feel like I do, but it doesn't come to mind right now.
It's Tom Kenny, who's the voice of SpongeBob.
Oh. Yes, okay, yes, yep.
It threw me until I met him at a con last year, and he had pictures of Nadar Veb on his table, and I was like, why?
Wow.
Dude, I will say that arc, Grievous's Lair, or that, I don't know if it was an arc, but like that episode, dude, that was like terrifying to me as a kid, dude. That was like a horror scene for Clone Wars when I was like 10,
Well, that episode aired at like the week of Halloween. I mean, they knew what they were doing. So,
and I was also gonna say they could if they made him, they could probably make that calamari Prince too if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be down with that.
I mean, that's kind of a, I don't know, it's kind of a niche thing too,
Right. I'd still go for it. All right,
for sure.
We deviated a little bit.
Okay, I had to put this on here. I mean, a lot of people want this look, man.
Whatever.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I love the one we have. The Clone Wars Obi-Wan that we have right now is my favorite Black Series, period. I love that figure so much. And if they made this version, obviously, if they make a Revenge of the Sith sculpt and they make a new sculpt,
just slap the little bracers on,
right? Put the gauntlets on, dude. And I'm buying two then,
Right.
They could do the same thing, honestly, with Anakin when they come out with the new Anakin.
Give him the gloves because he didn't.
Yeah,
he didn't have the gauntlets, but he had elbow glove, right? Gloves. Where Revenge of the Sith, he didn't have. He had the one hand with no glove, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm.
I'm just a slut for trivia. Do you know why they did the gauntlet looks?
Yeah, this is interesting. You got to tell them too why Anakin had two gloves.
I do not.
Animating flowing fabric was really hard. So outside of the occasional cape, they didn't know how to animate the baggy undersleeve, and so they were like, put armor on them, and then they don't have like baggy sleeves. So.
Wow. That's pretty fun.
I was that weird kid that bought the Clone Wars seasons on DVD and then was more interested in the behind the scenes feature.
I like behind the scenes stuff, so that's
cool. But I mean, I was doing this when I was like 7. Like I was, as an adult, I think everyone likes that stuff, but like I've liked that for a minute.
Right.
My favorite disc of the Revenge of the Sith DVD was disc 2. All right. I'm gonna wrap this up.
Yes, Evan Peel.
Nice.
And he was in Phantom Menace too, I believe, right?
Yep, he was in the. I don't know if he was in the council room, but he was definitely there when they were doing the parade at the end.
Yeah, I've seen live action pictures of him. He sits on the council, so he's sitting in the chair.
Yeah, then he's got to be in there. Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, and I don't think there's any difference between the two appearances. So I mean, whatever they decide to do, I mean, I'm sure that they would go for the live action appearance, and yeah, that'd be a cool one. Unique one for sure too, because he's pretty obviously his stature is pretty short.
Right. So I guess
I gotta do my honorable mention.
Oh wait, was that in the email?
No, I didn't send the email. I just came up with it right before the stream. I'll just say it. Ram Koda is my honorable mention.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yep. He's one that, I love the Force Unleashed games. I played both of them on multiple consoles. So you got, different stories. I played on PlayStation, then Xbox. You kind of get different stories there. But yeah, I love
cool one.
Yeah, Ram Koda, specifically with the armor too. And I wouldn't necessarily want the blind look personally. I kind of would like him when, he's not blind and doesn't have like the saber cut across his face.
Swappable head.
Yeah, if they did swappable head, that'd be kind of cool. Give you the option.
That's the both worlds,
Yeah. I just remember in the first game, he was like drunken Ram Koda most of the time. He looked all sloppy. His hair was all messed up. And
the blind Jedi before Kanan.
That is true.
Ram Koda walked so Kanan could run. I guess Hendrix, did you come up with any?
So I got a little list here.
Hit me pull up a photo.
My first one is Evan Peel, but obviously that was
I mean,
already taken. So I'll swap it. I'll swap it with a brand new Bespin Luke, like brand new body, everything.
Yeah. See, and before you joined Hendrix, I was saying that for my number one pick was Jason Solo. And Jason and Bespin Luke have the same outfit, just in different colors. So you give us a new Bespin Luke. Obviously, I'd buy that. Everybody would want that. And then you use that to make a Jason. So they can knock out two figures with one mold, basically.
The wild thing with the Bespin Luke is like, because it's such an old figure in the line. And when they did that Dagobah Luke, and he's wearing the Bespin Luke pants, but he has the single swivel knee instead of the double joint, like, I have half of a really good Bespin Luke figure, and I want them to be the other half.
So I actually made a custom, and it took a lot of Dremeline, but I took the legs from that Bespin Luke, or the Dagobah Luke, and then the torso from the old Bespin Luke, and just smashed them together.
Oh, wow.
And I put the head sculpt from Dagobah Luke on it. It actually turned out pretty good. You can't mess with it at all because it's just glued together. But
it looks the part. I mean,
right. And so second on my list is an 03 Clone Wars Anakin. Now this specifically, if I had to pick one, I would go with the shirtless with the blue tattoos.
Yeah, of course.
I think that's just iconic. But I would take like his his Volume 2 armored look as well, because it is a little bit different than like his 08 Clone Wars look. Sure. But yeah, specifically the shirtless look, and if they could do like a swap out arm piece so you could get the broken arm, or just have the regular robot arm.
No, that's goated. That was a favorite 375 of mine as a kid. And it had the swappable, blown up and not blown up arm. It was cool.
It's just a cool look for Anakin, I think. Everyone's so used to just either his Clone Wars look or his Jedi robes. And this is just something different that you could have on the shelf. And I think it would stand out. So.
Heck yeah.
Third pick is a Season 3 Kanan. So specifically his blind look with the mullet haircut thing.
See, if I tried not to do redos. For generally speaking, I prefer new characters, but Kanan is a top 5 Star Wars character for me, and that's my favorite look. So, yeah, this is just, oh my god, and Hasbro would kill it because the Rebels figures, I love Rebels, but they're older figures by this point.
Yeah,
so I would absolutely love this. It would be so good. They would kill it.
Oh yeah. No, this would be a must buy for me.
Hunter hates Kanan, that's why he leaves.
Yeah. Yeah, he only got 3 ghosts. He definitely hates and Jared. He might be having some technical issues.
I'm back.
Hey.
So in 4th, I got a new Plo Koon. Specifically, I would obviously want the Clone Wars look with the gauntlets, but I do want a new body for Plo Koon. I do not like the Mace Windu reuse. I've always just thought that body mold was way too big for Plo Koon. And yeah, just getting a nice new Jedi body in the line again, I think could add for more reuse down the line, but I think Plo Koon deserves his own unique body mold, and obviously they could reuse that to repack him in a Revenge of the Sith packaging without the gauntlets, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, Plo Koon is one of my favorite Jedi, so getting him on a new, doing his own mold justice. So yeah, that would be amazing.
Well, and the thing with Plo Koon and Clone Wars is, he's not all covered up like in the movies. You see like the full blown boots with the big cuffs and stuff. I mean, they would all do, a lot of new here, because Plo Koon's not a ginormous dude. He's an average sized dude. That Mace Windu, I've always felt, if anything, is almost too big.
Yep, definitely.
I would love, because Coffee has talked about this in Monday Night Figure Ball, but the Clones of the Republic subline is a Disney thing, not necessarily a Hasbro thing. So that's why there's like helmets and stuff like that. But I would love a Clones of the Republic 2-pack with a Wolfpack Trooper and Plo in this look. That'd be an insta buy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I specifically passed on the standard Wolfpack from Vales. I did get Boost and Comet and can't think of the other guy's name.
Sinker.
Sinker,
Yeah, I got Boost, Comet, Sinker, and then 2 of the Army Builders.
Yeah, I passed on the Army Builder because I was confident that Hasbro will make one. I still think they will. But I'm like, yeah, Hasbro's not making Boost and Comet and Sinker. No way.
That's
so
confidence misplaced. Faith in your new apprentice misplaced, maybe.
Hopefully not.
But yeah, and then in my final pick is Yarrow Poof.
Oh, okay.
The goated Jedi. Specifically,
needs a removable neck.
Specifically, I used to love the Robot Chicken shorts as a kid. So this dude is like, he has one of the funniest bits in that show. And
so do you want Jedi Uriel, or do you want like Death Star Kitchen Chef Uriel?
I'd take either. Got to get the little mustache on him. And, but yeah, it's just another unique alien.
Bro, look at Blitz transmissions in the chat right now.
Tommy hates our lists.
Well, it'd be a shame if you showed up.
Slack.
Told us what a good list looked like.
Yeah, you got to show us your great list, brother.
But yeah, Yarrow Poof is just he's too good. You can't. I mean, I feel like he'd be a bestseller. You just got to get him. So
I feel like him and Coleman Trevor are like besties.
Right?
Like if I had both of those figures, they'd be on the shelf like kissing. Like that's just.
If
how it would go.
If I didn't, I could have went crazy. I could have had more honorable mentions, of course, but I kept it to one. But one that I was really thinking about was Jedi Dooku and Yaddle from Tales of the Jedi.
Those were almost on my list because I'm like, yeah, I love that arc. Like one of my favorite arcs in all of Star Wars. Just finding out more about Dooku and just I would love a 2-pack of young Qui-Gon and Dooku. Like that would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be great too. Young Qui-Gon.
So, yeah.
I love the quiet everyone. The law is here.
Yeah. I will say there were some that I was thinking of. I ended up doing some audibles and I changed them out, but I had Stasa Lee.
Yeah, or Adi Gallia, either one.
Yeah, I had her too. I had both of them.
Yep.
Cool. It just shows that now that Hasbro has knocked out, in my opinion, what is the big heavy hitters, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Ayla Secura, Kit Fisto, Plo Koon, Luminar, and Shakti. I feel like those are the 6 big, that are not the obvious ones like Anakin, Obi-Wan, Mace, Yoda.
Right.
Those 6, now that they've been knocked out, they can really do deeper cuts, like these EU Jedi, the Clone Wars Jedi, or just these like tertiary ones that are in the movies.
Right.
So there's a lot of deeper cuts.
Right. We basically have enough to do like a really cool council display.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, where's our HasLab Jedi Council room? I don't know. I wouldn't buy it anyway because I can just 3D print it. So.
And we're getting prequel Yoda. So
prequel Yoda. Yep.
I'm gonna be getting him. Yep.
No, they are cooking lately. I've really been enjoying a lot of the new reveals. The last, even just this whole year. It's just been every year. It seems like the Black Series gets better and better.
Yeah, since even 19, I would say every year has been.
That's when it started. Yeah.
Because people like to say 2020, but honestly, I feel like it's that last wave of 2019 before the Galaxy packaging, like the last red box wave, because that was the Attack of the Clones wave with Anakin, Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, Kit Fisto, and Plo Koon. That's a great lineup of figures.
That's actually right around when I began collecting Black Series. Was 2019.
Oh, so you just saw, ever since you've been in the line, you've been like, hell yeah, the whole line.
Yeah, my first figure would it be number 94, Mando.
Oh, okay.
The season 1, episode 1 Mando.
I know a lot of people have started there. I know Next Monster started with Mando, and I know
I actually watched his review. I watched his review, and that's what got me into it.
I know a lot of people have they just got into the Mandalorian just as a show, and then they're like, I want a figure of that guy, and just that's how the addiction started. They get you with the first one. But
well, I had a period of time where Marvel was the big thing for me, but then when Endgame was over, I had put Star Wars, to the side for a little while there. But then when Mando came out, I'm like, dude, Star Wars is back. So then I was back into it.
Yeah. But I'll also say, and it's all about mindset and stuff. I know a lot of people are newer to the Black Series. We're going to get a comment from Blitz as soon as I start going on about this, because I bring up being, here from day one on occasion, and he's sick of it. But the Force Awakens figures are garbage by today's standards. They were beating the orange line and the blue line stuff. They were improving with every wave. Even from day one, the Black Series has been on a upward, trajectory. And I'm just glad that we haven't faltered. You would think there would come a point where you would just be like, if every figure was like this forevermore, it'd be all right. But they're still trying to come up with new things. After years and years of only getting one clone trooper a year on the 2013 sculpt, man, even the 2020 sculpt, which we don't like anymore, was still amazing. When it first happened. We were excited when that Camino clone came out, and now we're shit talking it.
Yeah, exactly.
But
in 2029, we're gonna say fuck the 2023 clone body.
When it comes to the Black Series, hindsight is through shit covered goggles.
It's a good way to put it.
You're just like, wow, these are garbage, but they weren't 5 years ago. Like people talk about the dark days being the red and black packaging, but Solo is where they gave us photoreal and butterfly joints.
I've
good stuff.
Yeah, and it's that era for me personally, I've been in the line since it started. But because I hated the non-photoreal figures, I was only into armored characters or a character like where it didn't matter. Like
a lot of people were. You weren't the only one. There was a lot of collector pages.
Well, see, I think what makes me slightly different is I was an armored character, but no troopers.
Ooh, so you were just like Boba Fett, Vader.
Yeah, because I was like, why do I need troopers if I don't have like a Luke Skywalker and stuff like that?
What do you do with something like Glory Bliss where you can see your eyes if you choose to?
Yeah. I had all villains basically. It was all from 2013 up until 2019 or so. I only had 7 figures for the Black Series. And then finally when they got into photoreal specifically, it was the Empire Strikes Back wave where they had photoreal, and I was like, okay, now I can get a Lando, a Han, a Luke, a Leia that all have photoreal. So
right,
that's what changed it for me.
Hunter's having a technical issue, so he'll be back.
Yeah, I'm just saying BRB.
But no, I mean it's just I'm just happy to see that we're on this forever upwards trend.
Yeah,
I mean they're still finding things to improve, and I mean I was totally content when we got butterfly joints. I was like, okay, and butterfly joints and photoreal. Then they started doing this double ball joint neck. Well, now if we don't get that, I don't like the figure. And I'm not sure about these ball jointed wrists yet. Some work better than others.
Yeah,
but I think my preference is always for like the vertical hinge, and then the ball joint, and then the horizontal hinge, because I hate the horizontal hinge. It's useless. But I like it works in certain applications.
Also, I gotta say, Coffee is saying I'm a fake fan. Mace Windu was not part of that wave. I gotta make a correction. It's the Geonosis B1.
Yep. Hey, there he is.
Hunter's back.
So, but I guess something else just worth talking about a little bit here is there's been some emails going out. I know that it applies to Hunter, but do we have, other than Hunter, do we have any Ghost backers in here?
Yeah, I backed the Ghost.
You backed the Ghost. It's going to look pretty good next to that Millennium Falcon.
Yep. I am now basically all in on TVC vehicles and ships, which is insane because I have no space. They're just on the floor of my room. And it has to stop because it's just, I'm looking at it now. It's just all on the floor of my room, just vehicles and playsets. That's the floor.
So I know the pain. I'm trying to make room right now for it. Dude, I got like the Poe Dameron X-Wing, the Antok Merrick X-Wing. I have the Luke X-Wing on pre-order.
Yeah, see, I had to stick with just Luke's. I was thinking about Poe's, and I was like, I got to stick just one X-Wing. So I have the Luke on pre-order.
See, I'm thinking like I got to get like 3. I got to get the sequel era. I got to get the Rogue One, and then I got to get the original trilogy. So I got like the 3 different,
Are you getting the E-Wing?
Yeah, it was supposed to show up today. It's showing up tomorrow.
Yep, I have mine should be here Friday.
My floor looks like a used car dealership.
It sucks because it's okay. So, like I said, that stuff. Also, my Micro Galaxy on the floor of my room, all of them.
Yeah, I need to get set up better.
If you guys have seen the McFarlane Batmobiles, they're pretty big again on the floor. So, just the perimeter of my room is like a ring of vehicles.
Dude, they're so fun though. Like,
yeah, that's why. I still want them, even though I have no space.
Well, like Wilbon and I have said that, or Wilbon said it, and like I agree with him that the figures are like accessories. So like you get the vehicle
for 3 3/4 inch,
yeah, and then it's fun. Like you can stock it with whatever figures you want to put in it, especially like the Ghost. Like you could take the figures that it comes with, or they came out with like an alternate appearance of the entire crew. That's what I did. I got the regular releases of all the crew members, and I got them preparing for when the Ghost showed up. So like I'm gonna have the entire crew to put in it, and then I'll still have the ones on card. But it's just fun, man. I got like some of the Clone Wars vehicles and just deciding like which clone pilots I want to put in them and stuff like that. It's really fun. You get to like kind of make it your own.
Yep.
Right.
It's fun for me, specifically also for the Ghost, like you were saying, because even though I'm not keeping them on card, since I prefer the season 3, 4 looks for the Rebels characters,
sure,
I'll be figures you want. Yeah,
I'll be taking those figures and putting them on display, and then like Hunter was just saying, the Rebels figures they've been releasing, those are the ones I'll put in the Ghost.
Sure.
So it's like the opposite of what like comes with the HasLab itself.
I'm definitely excited to go over to Tommy's and play with his Ghost. I mean, it looks great. It just doesn't fit anything that I collect.
Since it's bigger than the Falcon, and when I left, it was Dennis's hotel room, right?
Yeah.
When I left to leave, you know, at ICC Con, and I was having to carry that through the whole hotel. I was like, geez, this is huge. I was like having to go across. I feel like people were looking at me like, what the hell? It was just and then the Ghost is bigger than that. So it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but I have mine like in the corner here, like right down there. It's all my vehicles.
Yeah.
They're huge, man.
Yeah, this thing is like bonkers. Like I'm definitely excited to go visit Tommy's.
The Falcon is definitely the Legacy Collection Falcon is definitely the closest in dimension that you can get to what the Ghost is going to be.
Well, I will break in the hallway.
Yeah, I'm gonna need when Tommy does the review, I'm gonna need to know, is it 2-hig proof?
Yeah, exactly.
What he needs to do is he needs to do like a segment, and he needs to like take it to his dad's house and just get a segment of him sitting there judging the swooshability, you know. Like that would be bussin', and I hope that one of them is here listening to that, because that's how you do a good review.
Unc's gonna go Skibidi again,
and I'll say, I mean, like I've said it before, I like my Micro Galaxy Ghost. It scratched the itch for me. Like it's highly detailed. I'm okay with it. I'm happy with it.
You know what bugs me about that though?
What?
You have like the shading all over the Ghost, and the Phantom doesn't have it.
Yeah,
it's so annoying. I heard that the Phantom 2 is going to be better for that, but still not perfect.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. Worst case, I'm not a huge custom guy. I'll give it a wash.
Mm-hmm. No, how's the battle damage version though?
I haven't. Same issue.
Right? Same issue.
Except the Ghost has these big, ginormous black splotches.
Which is why I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I hate their battle damage. It is so shitty on everything they do. They've just never landed it for me. I have no interest. But so yeah, is anyone looking to like change their? They said you have till December 5th to change your address if you need to. Anyone want to? I made sure because.
I made sure my address was changed because you guys know I moved from New York to Florida last year.
Yeah,
right.
So I made sure that
stay within visiting distance.
I had to do that on a few things. I had my artisan Anakin. I was like, man, I cannot have that showing up to the wrong address.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I just told my dad about this because like I still live at home for the time being. I just told my dad about this like probably a couple weeks ago. And dude, when that ships, I'm gonna have 3 of them showing up at my doorstep. Dude,
it's gonna be rough.
Those boxes, man, that thing's gonna be like taking up the whole back porch.
So I know we're running out of time. The ZOOBOY needs to go.
Oh yeah.
I'm good. I got till 9:30, so I still got an hour.
Okay. Well, yeah, so that's like 45 minutes, which means you might be able to get through like 3 recent pickups. I mean, so we've seen a lot of your stuff, Monday night, so 2 nights ago. Have you gotten anything since?
Yeah, so I got a couple things since, but also I got typical in me fashion, one more thing. I specifically stated on the show that I didn't have to do a one more thing. And then as soon as the stream ended, I was like, shit, I forgot something.
Always.
I'll show off the stuff that I forgot, as well as the couple new thing that I got.
I know what porch to pirate now. Dude. I'll send you the address if you send me a ghost.
Oh man.
All right, I'm gonna make.
Better start burying the landmines, dude.
I'm going first.
Yeah, that way, in case we got a dip, it'll be what it'll be. So
the first thing I did show this off on Out of the Basement, actually, even though I forgot. So it's funny. I'm showing it off on Out of the Basement and Talking Toys with the Boys, but I forget on my own show.
Right.
But
you got to go to the quality show.
Yeah. I did get this Quinlan Voss omnibus, Jedi in Darkness. Very exciting. Even though I know him from the EU, I never actually read this whole omnibus from cover to cover. I've only read tiny little bits of the storylines. So
now you can.
Yeah, very excited. And it's brand new. This is an older omnibus. It's from like the early 2000s. Does it have a date on here?
That's cool.
I don't think it does have a date.
No, the books would have been running from like 02 to 08, so it might have been closer to 10. So
yeah, very excited about that. I can't wait to read that. So then then I got some Micro Galaxy Squadron. So this is what I forgot to show off on Monday Night Figure Ball. But I got Pose, X-Wing.
Nice. Oh, nice.
I always liked the black and orange. Thought that was a cool combo. Halloween.
Yeah, I like the little BB-8.
Yeah. I love the little characters.
No, they're so cool.
It's funny because I've heard, I don't know if it's 100% true, but I've heard that people have said they want Jazzwares to do like character packs. And apparently they can't because they would then be considered figures, and Hasbro has the domestic license for Star Wars.
That's why Lego can't just sell minifigures.
Yeah, it's so stupid. I hate that. But
and my thing is like, especially with the Micro Galaxy stuff, is I think of all these clone gunships that they give us like one pilot and one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can fit 20 of these guys in here.
Like, right, exactly. It's like I decided, to conserve space. I only wanted one of the lats. So I chose Plo Koon's, Plo's Bros. I got that one.
I don't know if you'll see it in the low light. I have all of my gunships hung up on
on
the ceiling there. I have one of each, and I
love it. So I just decided for the one, but I still want more of, like you said, the little mini fig clones to fill it out. Yeah. Yeah. Luckily, I did get recently the ATT.
Okay, so some extras there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put some of those in my in Plo's.
There you go.
Lab.
And the nice thing with the Plo's Bros was that the Target exclusive wave came with a few extra clones.
Yeah,
If you just got the tan and red one, it was just one pilot, one.
Yeah, clone. It was just one, right?
And I'm like, man, just forget the normal clone. Give me two pilots. Like there's
right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're literally as bad as Lego about it. Like.
The second Micro Galaxy I finally picked up Marauder.
Nice.
From Bad Batch. And the funny thing about this is because I was getting this, I needed free shipping. And I needed one other thing. Because I got this from the Jazzwares vault.
Okay.
And I needed one other thing, and I was like, damn, like what could I get? And I looked through their whole site, and I was like, there's nothing I want. And then I found one thing. I was like, you know what? I wasn't going to get this, but I was like, to get free shipping, and I do want it. It just like, it was a necessary purchase, but I'm very happy I did because it's really cool. Yeah. I got the Inquisitor ship.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
This is really cool. Now that I got it in hand, like I love the way it looks.
It's just a good one. I love mine.
And it's honestly smaller than I expected. I thought this would be a bigger one. But
my Walmart did a weird thing when that was coming out, and it's like they like clearanced the SKU for the $30 ships, and so like they got it and they never put it in the toy aisle. They put it like straight in clearance.
Wow.
I got the battle damaged Razor Crest, the Boba Fett slave one, and the Inquisitor ship, and they were all like $8.
Wow, that's a great deal.
And they were just there, and I was like, I guess I'm gonna do it. Like,
yeah, for sure. Oh, for $8, yeah,
$8, why not? I bought so many of those Imperial troop transports like that, and the just my Walmart always clearances Micro Galaxy super quick. So not the single packed ships, but the bigger things.
Yeah, the bigger ones.
And then the ATTE's gone. The Imperial shuttle's gone. As soon as they get anything bigger, they get rid of it. Like,
wow,
won't get it.
That's crazy. But. So next, I think this guy's name is Teamto. He's a pod racer.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. I got this guy. You can take his little goggles off. His eyes kind of look wild if you take his goggles off.
Oh, my God.
Bro has seen some shit.
Yeah. But
bro's on them death sticks.
I was just about to say, dude's all coked up, ready to pod race.
Yeah, but I got Gasgano recently, another pod racer. Oh yeah, I do have
Ben Quaderneros.
Yeah, so he's pretty expensive because I
didn't ask how expensive he is. He's worth it. Do you got Quaderneros or not?
I don't, because
fake fan.
They didn't make Ben until TVC.
Yeah.
So these other ones are like Power of the Force and 1999, like episode 1. But I got Gasgano recently. Nice. And I was like, I'll get him too. So I got these 2 pod racers recently. So
nice.
That's cool. And as a kid, I think his name was Odie Mandrell. He's another pod racer. His pit droid was this guy, and this pit droid came with Gasgano. So it's cool to get that. But I also got, I think this is a pod racer engine, I'm pretty sure is what it is. It came with Teamto. And then a spider droid on top of it. You could take the droid off. So I think that's what this is, a pod racer engine. I'm not 100% sure.
That's cool.
That's cool. I like this spider droid.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Yeah. So got that. And then the last pickup I got is something I got today. And this is something that Mr. Coffee will be very happy for. And we talked about it a bit already, but this is a Talking Toys with the Boy reveal. I've not shown this anywhere yet.
Bro has seen God and did not like what he saw.
I got the SH Figure Arts Darth Vader.
Dude, it's so good.
I am coffee pilled.
That's a New Hope one, right?
Yep, this is the New Hope one. I am coffee pilled into imports now.
Dude, it is the best 112 Vader on the market.
Easy.
It looked beautiful.
So the funny thing is, I was talking to Coffee about this, and even though, yes, I agree that it's better, like I was messing around with them just so I can compare. But here's the Black Series version. So I do think that this one is clear as day better, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Much better than the Black Series. But my whole thing is it wasn't as better, if that makes sense, as I was expecting. Because if anyone doesn't know, Mr. Coffee lives relatively close to me. So he was here a few times, and he would bring over imports, and I would just mess around with them and see. And you know, some of them are a lot better than the Black Series version.
Some are close. Yeah.
This one, I feel like maybe it's just because of how, like, I like the Black Series Vaders. It's just the legs that's the problem.
Yeah.
So I didn't really view it as that much of an upgrade, like $50 worth of an upgrade. But I still love this figure. Still think it's definitive. It's definitely better. The only flaws I have, and I'm interested to see if any of you guys would agree.
It's the cape.
Well, the cape, I'll talk about that in a sec. But it's his hands. They seem small. It's like he has kind of baby hands. and Wilbon was agreeing with, but I don't know if anyone else thinks that.
Maybe
he's got like
little.
I've never big fingers, dude. It looks like the Hamburger Helper logo, dude.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, but so Hendrix was talking about the cape. Here's my opinion on the cape. So it's
just too puffy around the neck.
Yes, that's it. So that's the big problem. It gives him no neck.
Right.
He does not have a neck when you do that. And if you have him in a vanilla neutral pose, the cape is bad because you can't. It wants to puff out because it has like 7 wires in it. There's way too many wires. But if you do like the swoosh effect on here with the dynamic cape, so it's like, you move it like this, something like that, then I really like the cape. So
which is, that's arguably what you're supposed to do with an SH Figure Arts. So it's like, it makes sense, but I have Daredevil 19 custom capes for all my Darth Vaders, and if you ever go check him out on Instagram and get a Darth Vader cape off him, it like improves that figure so much, and it's already a great
Daredevil
figure.
19, you said?
Yep, Daredevil 19 customs on Instagram. Amazing. Like I'll shoot a picture in the Gooners Guild when I get home, but amazing. I mean, it takes that figure to like a whole new another level, and it's already an amazing figure. So when you just add on top of that, it's crazy what it does.
Is that it's a wired cape as well?
Yep, and it's the same. It has the chain and it fits the peg. Like, the dude is a genius. I have a couple things from him, but like he makes amazing custom soft goods, and like his Vader cape I would put up against anything you would buy,
See, I gotta do comparisons with all of that, because there's this guy that you just mentioned. I heard people talk about OT customs, and then I know Josh's custom capes. I know they all do a Vader cape. So I gotta look into it, and I'm definitely gonna go probably with a custom route for that, because I know Mr. Coffee said a Black Series cape looks great on him.
So I've seen that as well. Landspeeder Luke, I think, did that with his, and it's just the fact that there's no wire in it.
Right. So it's basically if you want to do a vanilla pose, like just stand
drapes good. But I will say I have my Daredevil 19 custom cape in a neutral pose, and it lays perfectly, even though it does have the wires. So I would recommend his, but I don't have any like OT custom stuff or anything like that either. So I just go off of what I've got in my collection.
I'm definitely going to have to do some deep dives and look into all the various options, because, I'm someone who doesn't really get... This is my first import for Star Wars. I do have other imports. This is my first Star Wars import. So I don't really get into imports that much. So if I am going to, since I dabbled in this, I want to make it like the perfect Vader. Like I've been saying.
I'll send you a picture when I get home, and dude, it's amazing. It's quite honestly just, for some reason it makes the helmet kind of look better too. It's weird. It's a weird thing.
It probably makes sense because of that this cape being so up towards the neck, just having a more natural looking cape like that. What's up, Tangy?
Tangy and a Bender. How you doing?
What's up, Ben?
I just saw it. I looked up Daredevil 19. It looks great.
Yeah.
I would like to do a Figure Arts Vader. I'm not big on the A New Hope look. I've never liked the fabric over the shoulder armor look.
I do prefer
the Kenobi one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing. Mr. Coffee did give me he gave me a Sebastian Shaw head that came with the Return of the Jedi Luke.
Yes. Yep.
And he gave me the Hayden head, the spare, because he had two Kenobi releases.
Nice.
Same.
So he gave me the accessories for that. So I could mess around with this. I could put that Hayden head on, the Sebastian head. I have a few options.
Yep.
So
sure.
I'm definitely going to do that when I get a chance. But
and that's the cool thing is they're all compatible too.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. But what Hybrid said about not liking the New Hope look, I do prefer the Empire look as well myself, with the cloth under the armor. But specifically, the reason why I like this for this figure is because what I'm going to do with it. So I'm not actually putting him with my Star Wars figures on these two shelves. I'm the shelf that's off camera that you can't see. I have one shelf that's full of movie characters. So I'm going to put this guy on there. So I have like just to represent Star Wars for my movie shelf. It'll be like Darth Vader. And this is Darth Vader specifically from like 1977 Star Wars A New Hope. So it's like the first time we see Vader. So that's why I want it for that shelf. You know what I mean?
All right. Stuck in Carbonite's dead on. It's just the look.
Yeah, for sure. Empire Return of the Jedi is my favorite.
Look. Talking about Vader appearances, is it just me, or does Vader looks slightly different in Revenge of the Sith?
Oh,
yeah, he looks a little different for everything and everyone.
I actually really like how he looks in Revenge of the Sith. Personally, I agree. Oh, he looks a little bit leaner, and it like the material just lays a lot more flat. Right. Like I love how he looks at the end of Revenge of the Sith.
I don't think Hasbro
but I could
would
just
do
be.
It.
I could just be biased because I love Revenge of the Sith too.
I think you're right, and I would actually like to see Hasbro do a Revenge of the Sith specifically.
Yeah. I agree. The helmet, the helmet is a bit different too. Like because I think they made that suit specifically to fit Hayden at the end of Revenge of the Sith. So the helmet is a bit different, but I agree. I love because I have just nostalgia for those old like promo images from Revenge of the Sith, and that Vader costume, like it just. Yeah, it is amazing in my opinion.
I feel like that's one. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say I feel like that's one like nobody talks about. Like everybody always talks about the big three, but like I mean obviously because he has more screen time and they're the originals, but like I love the Revenge of the Sith look.
I'm with you. I have a lot of nostalgia for that. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
but I just have a lot of nostalgia for that look because besides I was 10 years old when Revenge of the Sith came out.
Right.
2005.
But status.
Besides that look, or besides the fact that I was 10 years old, I became a Star Wars fan in 2004, like right before Revenge of the Sith. That was the first time I saw a Star Wars movie in theaters.
Okay.
So I was super hyped because I had watched all the Star Wars movies leading up to Revenge of the Sith at the time, of course. And then also, my family, like my birthday's in January, so when they got me birthday cards, it had Darth Vader on it. It was Revenge of the Sith Darth Vader, so it was that look. And I had just all sorts of like kid merch and stuff, that had like the packaging was like Revenge of the Sith Darth Vader. That was just that whole 2005 like Revenge of the Sith merchandise. That just hits me like right in the feels. That's why I love the new.
The prequel merchandise, undefeated.
Yeah.
Undefeated in my opinion.
Yeah.
No, they went super hard on it.
And that's why the new packaging is so cool. Like that Cody's in.
Yeah.
I'm not getting a Cody for on card. I am getting that Cody to open. But when they do Anakin, hopefully they'll do Anakin in that packaging.
They got to.
Yeah, I'll be picking up the second one to keep on card for sure. That's iconic.
The Vader costume for Revenge of the Sith kind of got hit the same way that any of the legacy props did, whereas like Luke's lightsaber in A New Hope was a camera flash gun that had on it, and it was just scrap stuff in a shop bolted together. But for the prequels, they actually machined, film props that it was very inspired by, but you lose a lot of the nuts and the bolts and the screws and the word Graflex around the band and stuff. And they kind of propped it up instead of just putting shit together for a low budget 80s movie. Yeah. And so same thing with the Vader costume. It's no longer random light up top, which is on the chest. It's made for the movie stuff. It's not bought.
Right.
Dude, that looks so good.
It's so good, dude.
Oh my gosh.
It's a great look.
I think you were right. The like more room around the neck and like the helmet sitting higher off the shoulders makes it look so much better.
Yeah, Hasbro would kill that release. Maybe then we can get new Vader legs in Black Series.
Dude, for real.
Do that.
That's why honestly my favorite part about this is that I could just place him just like that on my desk. And it doesn't fall. The Black Series I got to fiddle with.
Yeah.
Is that your last pickup, ZOOBOY?
Yep, that was my last pickup.
I'm gonna do mine next because I'm actually gonna start it with a super secret, unannounced giveaway that I decided to do right before starting. So I'm pretty amped on this. So the other day I went to my local Walmart and I saw sitting on a super beautiful cardboard end cap Deadpool and Wolverine on Blu-ray. And I love this movie. I saw it in theaters 4 times, and
wow, 4 times.
Yeah, and this bookshelf up here has all my physical media on it, and I have every MCU everything on it. So I had to get Deadpool and Wolverine. But for those who do physical media, you know the big trendy thing is you always have to have a digital download code in here, which I don't give a shit about. So we're not drawing anyone. It's just whoever gets it first. This is for Movies Anywhere, is the streaming thing that you have to have an account for. And the code I am dropping as a comment right now. So
there you go.
We'll show it up there. And then I threw it down as a comment. I know it's not on Disney Plus yet. Probably won't be for another month or 2. They want to try and push the digital sales and stuff. But whoever copies that code and redeems it on their Movies Anywhere first can have my digital of Deadpool and Wolverine.
That's why Hendrix turned his camera off. He's doing it
right now. He's working on Deadpool and Wolverine and digital.
So, dude had that insider download knowledge, dude.
he actually got the code the other day. So, but man. And if one of you gets it, like, just tell me in the comments who it was. I think that'd be cool. So otherwise, my pickups aren't that insane. I picked up this last weekend. It's already went up today, but the Micro Galaxy Ahsoka.
Nice. I picked up. This was much bigger to me than I expected. Yeah, I thought it was going to be smaller.
I love this thing. It
can do that.
Okay, so cool.
I was not sure if mine could do that. Like if it did that. I think mine
all the way around.
I might have to heat mine up.
So you can go all the way around. Now I have seen where people have had issues with this top compartment being incredibly tight to take off. Mine was tight to take off the first time, and now it's super loose.
Yeah, mine is very. I haven't even.
It doesn't fall off, but it's very loose on mine. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess with mine because mine was so tight I couldn't even get it off, and I couldn't spin it like you just did. So I'm gonna have to mess with it for sure.
It tabs in at the front and then locks at the back. So you want to hold it, you want to grab it back around the bubble gun and lift it there to separate it. So if you're going to try and brute force it, do it that way. Which with this Micro Galaxy stuff, sometimes the first time you do it, you have to. I think they paint them shut half the time.
Yeah, right.
But it's just because they go so heavy on the wash and stuff. But I mean, like, this thing is
it looks really good.
Like they talked about how they used like an actual model of the ship for some of the scenes in like the Ahsoka series. I love it when they make toys so good that you just know the behind the scenes team could buy one to use for the crash shot or something where they don't have to hurt their model.
Right.
Because this thing is painted beautifully. I love it. And I think it's still going for a few more days. Target Circle has a promo right now for 25.
That's how I got it.
Yeah. And so I got it for like $23 after tax.
Yep.
Like it's insane. But yeah, it can do a complete and total 360 and several 360s, infinite 360s. But this thing, every time, sometimes I'll kind of be like, I don't know if I'm that into Micro Galaxy, but then a ship comes out.
I know, right?
I like it. I'm going to go get it. And then I get rehooked. So like this has me good till Christmas at this point.
I like being able to dabble in a line like that though, because there are many releases that I skip for Micro Galaxy.
Same.
But I do get. I can't believe I'm saying this. It seems like a lot, but the Poe Dameron's X-Wing was the most recent one that came, and that was number 33 for me.
Yeah.
Wow. I got quite a bit.
I'm probably right up there with you. And my thing is, man, if I see Micro Galaxy on clearance, I can't leave it there. It doesn't matter if I don't care about it or not. Like, they're just so good.
Do you have a specific grail that you, like a chase? Because mine is Sabine's TIE Fighter. I would love that.
Hunter and I have spent a lot of time going to Ross.
Dude, I went to like a.
We're not going to talk about that.
Dude, I probably went to like 8 Rosses like a dozen times.
I'm right there with them. I have some of the chases. I have the Mandalorian Luke X-Wing.
Oh, nice.
That's from Wave 1.
Yeah.
I have the Ahsoka Jedi Starfighter. I have the Poe Dameron White X-Wing. I have the Imperial V1.
Oh, that was a chase? I didn't realize that was a chase.
The Poe Dameron. There's 2 Poe Dameron X-Wings. The black one.
Yeah, the black one and the white one.
The white one's the chase.
Okay.
And then what's the other one? Trying to look.
Do you have Hera's X-Wing? Coffee just was able to snag me that one.
I've been looking for it so much, dude. I can't find
I couldn't believe that Coffee found it. He was just like, "You want this?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I do."
I picked one of those up as a gift.
Maybe I only have the 4. Yeah, I guess I only have the 4 chases.
4.
But I love them. I've had a lot of fun with them. We have
Bender found it out of Ross as well.
Dude.
I mean,
yeah, rub it in. No, and I mean it was wild because like there was just one day where and the Ross in Erie never gets anything. But I was like leaving Tommy's place and I was like, I'm gonna like stop and just look, and they didn't have anything the week before, but that week they had something like 20 of the battle damaged Series 2 TIE fighters, which is what I replaced in the case. And I was just like, so it's possible now.
Right.
So then I spent the next like 2 weeks, like anytime I had a minute, picking a Ross on Google Maps. And and at this point I may as well just buy it for the $80 on eBay because I've probably spent $200 in gas and I don't have it yet.
So all right, so it's not just me. That's a grail that a lot of people want.
Yeah, but it's the thrill of the hunt too for me also, because I can buy any of the chases on eBay. I think it's just fun when you walk into the store and you see a chase
happens to
on
be
the
there.
shelf. We have Max Rebo Experience in the chat. He got my Antok Merrick X-Wing. I found that at GameStop, and he had the Ahsoka Jedi Starfighter. In hindsight, I regret that trade because I've never seen the Antok X-Wing again, and I've seen a few Ahsoka Starfighters, but at the time I was never finding her, so I was like, okay, like Ahsoka is my favorite character. And then I found the Wedge X-Wing, and I know that one's expensive, but my thing is for the chases, I won't open them. I keep those on the cart, and it was all beat to shit. I mean, it was all bent up, and it hurt me seeing it like that, but I felt better because I was able to hook up Tommy with it, and he's an opener.
Oh, nice.
And like usually, the universe will send some good karma your way for that kind of thing. But sure as shit, ever since that, I've never put another chase on the shelf. So
yeah, I've never seen a Micro Galaxy chase in person at all. The only one I have is the one, like I said, that Coffee was able to snag for me. The Hera's X-Wing.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I've been trying to find it, and I keep seeing where people are going to Walmart and they have 4 on the peg every time they find one.
Oh my god!
And I'm just like, send them to Ohio. Like, I'll do it. Right? I'm gonna do spoiler, but I'm going to a Comic-Con this weekend up in Michigan, so I'm gonna be maybe hitting some Walmarts on the way. But and I saw the Moff Gideon TIE Fighter at Target once also, but same story. It was beat up, and so that one went to Tommy. For other pickups, I did get early. I got it like Friday, and I've already reviewed it. But the Walmart Shriekhawk Mandos 2-pack,
nice.
These are super fun. I really do like them.
I'll get them eventually for sure.
Sorry, you can't have Mara.
Do you have the single release Shriekhawk?
Yeah, I do. He's really cool too. That was a ICCC pickup. They dropped that Sunday. And
it's in the vlog. It's in my vlog.
Yep, I vlogged it. It dropped that Sunday, and there was like 2 targets in the area that had gotten them, and so we were like, okay, well, like let's see if any others get them throughout the day. And then the one sold out, and it was the closer target, so I made Hendrix drive me to the further away target, and but I was able to do an in-store pickup, and I got like the last one, so it was pretty cool. But
I don't know how I don't remember that then because I watched your vlog.
Yeah, it was in part. It was in part 2, like near. It would have been probably the middle to the end, somewhere in there. But I got notified. Everyone knows I love Ashtabila's buy-sell trade, and they got their Imperial Armored Commandos in the other day, and I cleaned them out. They only got 2, but I love having that local hookup, and I always plug them when I can. And I'm army building these guys, so we're happy with those. What else do I show? I guess I can show what I'm getting signed. So this weekend I'm going to Motor City Con in Detroit, and I'm super excited for that con. And there are some good autographs. They have Tate Fletcher there, who's Paz Vizsla, at least the body of Paz Vizsla. So I'm going to get the Paz Vizsla Funko signed. That's him with his knife pulled out, like final stand. And, I'm digging
That's
it.
Awesome.
I am kind of jelly you're meeting Tate Fletcher because, dude,
I've told you to meet me there, and you're like, no, I'm saving for a house. But nice Commander Cody bust. So, so his secondary color is yellow. So I think I'm gonna do the yellow paint pen.
I think that'll be dope.
Manny Jacinto will be there.
So
air autograph.
That's cool.
Nice.
No, there's no merch.
You gotta ask him and be like, "Did you get your face scanned for a Black Series figure?"
I'll do it. Yeah, why not? So, but I'm gonna get him in red. I think that's just the move.
Yeah.
Like doodle a lightsaber over his hand or something. And I'm really excited for it. They're gonna have Andy Serkis.
And that's fire.
And there's a lot of options there.
Well, I'm going with the right one. So I've got my Peter Snoke. I'm a sequel enjoyer. I love The Last Jedi. Honestly, I would probably consider like his Andor Funko if they had one.
Right.
But I'm gonna go with Snoke. And I guess here's thought. I was talking to Hunter about this earlier, and if anyone in chat has an opinion on it, fire off. So I was going to get this autograph in gold. And I have a new deco color gold. It's a very chrome, very metallic, shiny gold. I've used it on others, and I do like the results. But I'm thinking about it, and he's got the shiny gold going on the robe.
Yeah.
And the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking red is the move.
I think red's the move. I was just about to say
with the red text,
Yeah.
And
it's just that if there is anything iconic about The Last Jedi, it's the red background. And like
I was just about to say that too. Yeah, the whole room was red.
I think red's the move for sure.
I was gonna say gold, but I think Hendrix just convinced me with red because of that.
Yeah. And again, I was on this gold hype for the last like 3 months and then in the last like day, I've been like, I think red would be better.
Just like when you think of The Last Jedi, you think of red, even because like the salt on Crane as well.
And I think it'll contrast against his gold outfit more.
What I want is the contrast. I think that's the move.
I gotta tell you, Hybrid, my favorite scene of the entire sequel trilogy is Snoke's death. It's awesome. It's just from the moment Kylo and Rey walk into that room until they leave. So that whole throne room scene is my favorite part of the whole.
Knows how it's gonna go.
Just it's so good, and I don't understand when people are like, well, they just killed off the main villain. I'm like, no, he was not. No, Snoke was in Force Awakens for like 5 seconds.
Right.
And I didn't want him to be the Emperor again. And, obviously then Rise of Skywalker messed that up by actually bringing the Emperor back. But I wanted Snoke, I wanted the villain to like not be a repeat. So I'm glad that they killed him off in The Last Jedi. And that's what made me, when I walked out of the theater, I was like, that's what made me like, oh wow, I love this.
Right.
And obviously I've soured on The Last Jedi as time has passed. I still like it.
Right.
Like a lot of people don't like it. I still like The Last Jedi. But every time I think about that movie, I just think about like how much I love that whole scene. And it's still, I will watch that on YouTube. I still love it. It's so good.
My thing is, like, they spent the entire 2 years leading up for that movie with Rian Johnson constantly telling people, don't think too hard on it. We're going to subvert your expectations. That was the marketing line, is we're subverting expectations. They told you that whatever you think is going to happen is not going to happen. And what did everyone do for 2 years? Try and decide who Snoke is. Snoke is Shmi Skywalker.
I know.
And they're going on, and they keep telling you, don't make guesses. They're going to be wrong. And then everyone went and they saw it, and Snoke wasn't anyone.
Yep.
And they got mad that it wasn't their fan theory. And I'm like, who the fuck are you? Star Wars theory? Like, no. Like, just because they didn't write the movie with the Space Wizards the way that you would write the movie with the Space Wizards doesn't make it bad.
It's also why I like Rey being nobody in The Last Jedi. I love that.
No one needs to be anyone.
Yeah, and then, of course, they ruin it with Rey being a Palpatine. The reason
everyone shit their pants with rage when their fan theories were wrong, and then they're like, Kenobi or Palpatine, and they flip the coin, and they're like, "That's where she's from." Like,
I'm so happy that, generally speaking, even though it's not for the same reason as me, but I like that people don't like things about Rise of Skywalker, and a lot of people don't like the movie in general. Because for me, the biggest thing I don't like about Rise of Skywalker is that they just said "fuck you" to The Last Jedi. Like the whole thing, a Jedi's weapon deserves more respect. Like, come on now.
Well, I don't mind that because it shows it shows that Luke got over it.
True.
Luke was in a bad place, and he needed that last lesson from Yoda.
I just feel like it's so meta to be like, yeah, you guys didn't like it in Last Jedi, so
it's a little ham-fisted, but I don't mind it. Like, it was all right. Rise isn't my favorite one, but it's not like at the bottom of my list either. So
it's the bottom of mine. The other thing I don't like is I love Kylo Ren as a character. My favorite part of the sequels. And for the second half of that movie, the only word he says is "ow." And when you have a character or an actor like Adam Driver in your movie, and you don't make him speak for the second half of the whole movie,
but you also understand his motives, though. He's
true
actor for it.
I just wish he was given more to do for the second half of the concluding chapter of the trilogy.
I agree. I will show there's a couple other small pickups, and I don't know if these are pickups, but they're things that I've been making because I've been 3D printing lately. I want to work on a display of Jedi Council member lightsabers, but I don't care if they're functional. So, like the Legacy lightsabers, it's not an essential point. So, as a proof of concept, and I'm really happy with it, but I'm not done. I want to weather it. I've done a Kiadi Mundi lightsaber.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
That's cool.
And I want to give it a wash, just kind of weather it a little bit, but it did turn out pretty good. I have it roughly painted so far. And
great.
Yeah, pretty happy with how this one turned out. And I just want to do like every council members, and just kind of make it a
so would you do
wall rack.
Would you do like Phantom Menace Council or Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith Council?
I was thinking Revenge of the Sith. I think because so many of them, like Plo Koon, Kit Fisto, Luminara, like those lightsaber hilts are so similar to begin with, and it's like
I also think that's like the more iconic since it's two movies there.
Yeah,
because even in Phantom Menace, you have like I can't think of his name. What's that? The Snake Jedi.
Oh yeah, I know who you mean.
And Yarl Poof as well. Those guys were Yaddle. All three of them. They were not in Attack of the Clones or Revenge of the Sith.
Right. This print took 5 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Phase 1 bucket.
Hey.
That looks so hilarious.
Well, it's wearable.
So it's I haven't done much with it yet. I ran out of white filament and I had to do the top bit in pink. I hit it with a little bit of white paint just to see how bad the lines were going to be. They're rough. I'm going to have to hit it with some filler primer. And my plans for this is for it to end up being like a relic helmet. Like a battlefield find, like someone was just walking, through the woods or whatever, and it's been a few hundred years since a battle and it's just there, Think like how you find old Civil War cannonballs and stuff.
Well, like in Fallen Order, in Jedi Fallen Order, when they have stuff like
or like in the Skeleton Crew trailer.
Yeah. And so like I thought, and I haven't decided, I've kind of penciled in some thoughts, is I kind of want to do like a split in it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And out in the elements for a bit. So I was kind of like roughly penciling in, like, do I like it? Do I not? I haven't decided, so I haven't decided to cut it yet. But
Stone Mandalorian and Doug got the name Oppo Rancisis.
Yeah, Rancisis.
That's it. But I'm pretty happy with this. It took a while, of course, but the print came.
It looks good,
nice, and I'm
pretty
happy with it. And it's just gonna be one of those things where it's like, I wanted it to be wearable, but it's really gonna be a shelf piece. It's gonna just be in the background. I've got some plans in the next couple of months to kind of like renovate my bedroom a bit. It's just dated, and I kind of want to just do like a nice streaming setup in the back. And I want to be like those like Twitch girls where they have like bookcases behind them with stuff. And I was like, foam helmet. So,
well, that thing's you know, for sure a one size fits all, because if it fits hybrid, it fits all.
Right.
If it's you'll look like a Funko Pop. But my thing is like, it gave me anxiety, right? Because it was like a 5-day print, and I was like, man, it's not gonna fit. Like, I'm gonna put it on and it's not gonna fit. And like, this started hitting me at about the 3-day point, and there was a part of me that's like, stop wasting filament, cancel the print, see if it fits so far, start over. And I'm like, no, that's stupid. Don't do that. And so I let it go. And it might not be the most scientific method, but I literally used this yardstick and put it like behind my head with my webcam on, and I kind of put my thumb like where it was, and I was like, okay, that's like 9.5 inches. That's roughly how wide my head is. And then I was thinking about, this is more of an Ahsoka version, so it doesn't have like the neck ring, you know, it's like a slip-on.
Right.
I was like, you know, it's got like a little bit of a brim here, and that's got to be worth about 1 inch. So I printed it at like 11.5 inches wide. And I was like, if it doesn't fit, it's going to be damn close. And it was like nerve-wracking. I got home from work on Friday, like right as it quit printing. And I was like, oh, please, 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 like freaking out. But it just fits too. Like, it's actually a pretty good fit.
See, now you could put it on, and then you could strip out of that, and then you'll be a real Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
And you know what? You got to be. You'll be doing a hot tub stream soon, right?
Right. So from there, speaking about stripping out of the clothes, but you know, I got the Hybrid Toy Reviews merch. I finally put it in order for some of my own stuff. So this is my channel logo shirt, but I couldn't just order one thing. So I also ordered a channel logo shirt for my mom, who I'm shocked hasn't been in the comments yet, but it's okay. I don't love me either. But I got some bangers. I got the Ollie's exclusive.
Hey.
Oh my god!
And I'm gonna have to send some Nate and Justin's way.
Yeah, bro.
Oh man. Dude, after tomorrow's video, you're gonna have to send one to Daryl.
Yeah.
After tomorrow's Blitz transmissions video.
Oh
yeah.
This one, I think I'm going to wear to the con this weekend. So this one was made in response to so many conversations with Skywalker Hendrix. Hot Toys Dreams Black Series budget.
I like that.
So I don't know. I didn't want to just do my logo on stuff. I wanted to do things
Some
where
other
it was kind of
fun
like
stuff,
collector memes, inside jokes. And
Right.
It's like the Black Series Cantina that had the Rancor shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so anyway, I kind of want to do a video on it, and just a little like, hey, like, look. And the thing is like, and like, I hadn't really ordered any of my own shirts before. And I feel better actually talking about the quality of them. That's a lie. I ordered the Ezra Aliases ones because I gave one to Amanas Fondi back in March. But like the shirt quality is nice. It's not just like a Gildan shirt that they screen printed on. It's
right.
Like it's not super thin. It's not super thick, but it just feels sturdy, like quality. And I don't know. It fits nice, and I like it. So.
You should send me the link of whatever you use for that, by the way.
Yeah, it's Printify, but I'll get you a link. Yeah. So, and you just make whatever designs you want, and you can put it on the chest, or you can blow it up on the chest, or it gives you like a whole like big rectangle that you can kind of lay out photos on, and
right,
friendly, and I really like it. So, Bobcat, she came from Amazon, but she's in my heart always. So, she is my girlfriend after all.
Oh man.
Let me tell you, it actually, you would think it would weird you out, but after a few months of it, the cold stare in my sleep actually is.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I did look into getting a cardboard cutout at one point, but they don't have any like clone.
Don't have any Cody. There's no.
Yeah, all they have is a 327th trooper. It's like, man.
Oh man,
that ain't good enough.
I gotta see if they make a Thrawn now.
They might.
So
they did a lot of the Ahsoka show ones. I know they
there has to be an Ahsoka one.
Yeah. Oh shoot, is it my turn?
I'm concluding. I'm passing the talking stick.
All right. Before I go, ZOOBOY, do you got to go? Because you said 9:30.
I got my phone right here, so when my friend messages me, I'll let you guys know.
All right, cool.
So far, so good.
All right.
Hopefully, I was giving myself a little bit of time because I think we're the reason why I have to leave is because my friend and I have every week for like 3 years now we watch a movie. We have movie night.
Yeah,
but it was gonna be on. It was gonna be today's Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
So it was gonna be yesterday, but then we moved it because of the election. So then now it was today, but so it's really whenever he's ready. So he was saying sometime between 9:30 and 10.
Okay, so yes, you got a little bit of time yet.
So hopefully, I'll be able to see your guys' recents.
I only got a couple here, so I'll go quick.
Guarantee they're all orange and clones.
Well, you got the second part right on the first one anyway. But so as Hybrid knows and Hendrix knows and Tommy for sure knows, I spend my free time scrolling on Facebook Marketplace.
It's your
for the goods, dude. Like the algorithm has it locked in now where it just shows nothing but Star Wars stuff. And dude, I just find random stuff in it. And sometimes it's like, man, it's too good. I have to buy it. Like before ICC, I got the SDCC Thrawn set for $50.
That's crazy.
He can't go to Comic-Con though. He's saving for a house.
So anyways, I found this puppy. This was also a $50 purchase. Which,
wow.
If you know, like this thing goes for triple that.
Yeah.
There's the art on the back. I have one already. This one looked in really good shape with the pictures that were on there. But dude, I was disappointed. It was some middle-aged lady who obviously didn't know what she had because she just wrote Star Wars toys and like had like clone pack, So like I was like, okay, well I'll buy it,
Yeah.
She ships it with no box and takes this and wraps it in brown paper and ships it to me.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I was like, are you serious? So like the box is like dinged up in a couple spots. Like it's on the inside. I don't know if you can see on the inside. The top there, the inside torn. So I'm like, dude, that sucks. But like, I don't know. It is what it is. Maybe I'll open it, because like Battlefront 2 is my favorite game, and I actually do
have one sealed, right?
I do have one sealed, yeah. From my childhood, you can actually see it like, where is it? Right there, like right at the tip of my finger. It's my childhood TX 130 sitting up top.
Oh, you had a
Skywalker by the helmets.
Kid? Huh? You had a Skywalker Hendrix as a kid?
Yeah, I did.
Does Hendrix know this joke?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It
was just out of nowhere one day on the Xbox party, but Tommy's brother Logan just said, Hendrix is kind of built like a TX 130.
Bro, dude. I was going to say, and that's when I was big, too. Like, that's, yeah.
Dude, I was wanting him to like come up with more for like the rest of us, dude. Like I was waiting for him to be
He's
like,
got nothing on that time that I said Hendrix looks like Syndrome from The Incredibles.
What the hell?
Dude, I was waiting for him to be like Hunter got that MTT build or something like that, dude.
yeah, he just stopped at Hendrix. Just Logan had beef with Hendrix out of nowhere. I don't know.
Dude, I wanted him to keep going, dude. It was funny. But all right, another cool one. The other two aren't Star Wars related, but this is an import. Now, this is one that a lot of people probably don't have, but I collect the 1000 Toys Halo figures. And I got Noble 6. Hot. So, like, Hendrix and Hybrid have handled these figures in person.
I could not believe how amazing it was, dude. I could not stop messing with it. Like,
dude, in my opinion, these are engineered with more detail and like more engineering than Mafex and Figuarts.
Yep.
Like these are incredible. Like people talk about how they're so expensive. Dude, the sculpting on these and the amount of articulation you still get.
It's crazy.
Like you can see the hip armor moves out of the way when you when you move it.
There's easily 150 individual pieces to each of those figures.
Oh yeah.
It's not like a Black Series where
but it's secure too. Like it's not like a model kit. Like it is solid. Amazing figures.
I love watching like look at this knee articulate. Like
wow.
Like you would think it would stop.
Yeah, and another gap, it still looks like there's a leg in there.
Yeah.
So many of them, they get skinny, but it has a dedicated like insert to the knee.
And I think my favorite part is the insane ab crunch they have because they have like a double ab crunch. So here you can see it's like look at that.
That's hot.
Stop tempting me, Hunter. I have the Spartan collection, and these are just so much better.
Look at the back armor. The back armor, the details like fold inside of each other.
Wow.
Amazing.
And even like the helmet will like, I don't know if you can see it. Okay, so there's like the back part of the helmet. When you make them look up, it like goes in so you can look up even further.
Wow.
And like obviously there's a crazy amount of tilt. I mean, you can shoulder the gun and like look at how well you can look down the sights. Like
whoever engineers those figures, I mean, they should be the top paid action figure, engineer ever. Like
I mean, a lot of people go around saying like these are like way overpriced, and like they might still be overpriced to a point.
How much do they go for?
They go for like the upper hundreds, like just below $200.
Oh wow.
But
that's no different. Like you get into like some Mezco figures, and like that's the same as those. And like, I mean, for that quality, like if it wasn't that quality, if it was like a glorified SH Figuarts, but it's the fact that because don't they have metal parts as well?
They have die cast knees, ankles, and like it has die cast parts inside.
There's your money.
Yeah,
that's right there.
And
think about it. I mean, a Figuart's a little under $100 all day long,
right?
And that is so much more than any Figuarts.
And here's the Master Chief that I have. He looks really good too.
Whenever Hot Toys does diecast in like their Iron Man figures, it's easily $150 more than like your regular, Hot Toy. So
diecast Iron Man $450.
Look at the sculpt.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's just so good. Is
that specifically? Is that specifically Halo 3 or Halo Infinite? Infinite.
Yep.
Okay. Infinite.
Yep. So the only ones they have for Master Chief is Infinite, and then they have Combat Evolved right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep. But they're doing the full Noble team right now, and I actually have all of them on pre-order. So.
Oh, nice.
Carter's going to be the next one, but those are the only two versions I have right now.
I would love to see them do an Arbiter.
Dude, yeah,
so cool.
I want Arbiter bad, man.
I might actually get it if they do an Arbiter.
Arbiter has the one arm that has like the dragon scale armor going down the whole arm. To see that articulate would be so cool, dude.
That would be so awesome.
Yeah, I brought one Master Chief to the Airbnb at ICC Con because I wanted people to like see this thing for themselves in person, play around with it. And dude, Tommy was all over it all weekend, dude. And like everybody would just like pose it a different way, like every day.
I felt bad because like Tommy would like dial in a pose, and then I'd be like trying to grab it, like getting in a new pose, and like yeah, it was just I could not stop touching it, dude. It was amazing.
It's definitely one of those things where like you have to have it in hand, and then you like realize, oh wow, it actually probably is worth it, you know.
Right.
Like a video review almost isn't, it doesn't do it justice, you know, watching like a YouTube video review.
It's hard to tell over a video just how good it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. There's a lot of things like that where even the human eye like sees things, you know, more in detail than on a camera. Like I just reviewed the Hot Toys Balin skull. And like, I don't think the review does it justice because you see it in person and it's like, oh, this is like a masterpiece figure. Like, amazing.
I don't know. I go to your house and I see all the Hot Toys and I'm like, that's it.
All right. The last one I got is actually Pokemon related. Ooh. So Hybrid got me in on these. You probably already see the light. But they're glass Pokeballs with a Pokemon inside. So this one's obviously cool. Charizard, and you can like light it up different colors.
Okay.
You can see way more of the detail. The camera's like it's too bright for it, so like you can't like, pick up the detail. You can kind of see it. There you go. But yeah, this one was something really cool that I picked up from a convention in Chicago. So I actually have a couple more. I have like, I don't know if you guys are big into Pokemon, but I have Flareon.
That's gonna pick it up.
It's hard to see on camera.
How expensive are these?
At the convention, they do like 2 for $80.
Yeah.
So like it, I mean, it does sound like a lot, but like, dude, it's a solid chunk of glass. Like, dude, you could. Yeah. This thing would go through somebody's window, dude. If you.
I bet. My brother might like these. I'm a casual Pokemon fan. I'm more about the well, I guess a lot of people are about that original 150, but also
I like the only thing I care about.
I'm also like the Sinnoh region as well, like Diamond and Pearl, because that was and Platinum. I love that. But I recently got, I think it came out September. It was like a Pokédex or actually it wasn't really a Pokédex. It was just like a guide because it wasn't in number order. It was in alphabetical order of all the Pokemon. And since I stopped playing, they added like 400.
Yeah.
So it was like it was like flipping through. I was like, oh, all these new ones. That was cool.
It's like when everyone was hiding under Patrick's rock, you just open it up. You people.
But it's like I like. Are you or any? Do you guys know about like the what are they called? The I can't think of what they're called, but they're like bigger Pokemon figures. They're at Target.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I have like a Charizard, I have an Articuno, a Moltres, and a Zapdos, and I have a Rayquaza, which is my favorite Pokemon. Rayquaza is my favorite. So I love having like those more like collector, like bigger type.
Right.
So those are cool. I like those.
The glass Pokeballs were something I found at Animate Columbus, and I'd seen them before that, but I finally like sprung for one at Animate Columbus, and it was really cool. I definitely want to, like, Hunter kind of got me on the idea. I wanted to get a couple others, but he was like, I'm going to make my team of 6 from the Game Boy games.
I was just about to say that.
Like, I'm going to do that too now. So I got to go pick up some of the other ones. I always liked Coughing. My favorite Pokemon is Mr. Mime. And then I would always, you'd go through Viridian Forest, and like between the first 2 towns, and I'd always hang out and find a Pikachu. So, I got to get a Pikachu, of course. But I'll come up with a few good ones.
I was always that fire type kid, so like right now I got.
Yep, me too. I'm always fire.
Dude, I got Arcanine, Flareon, and then I got Charizard, and I want to get Rapidash, and he's not fire type, but I want to get Dragonite. He'd be a really cool one. I really wanted to get him, but they didn't have him. He was like sold out because I went to a Pokemon collecting or card collecting convention. So
that's
people were like obsessed over that. And that was a crazy experience in general, just seeing the cash flow that was going around. People paying for cards. It was unreal. Dude, I saw people putting bands down like $10,000 for a card in front of me. Dude, I'm like, what? I'm like,
wild.
Well, because I have high school buddies that are into it, and they're like, "Well, we sell them, we don't collect them." So it's like a different mentality, you know. Like for us, like we don't even think about paying that much because we're collectors. Like they're buying them, waiting for the market to go up, and then they sell it for 12. You know, so it's like,
that's crazy.
Dude, yeah, it's wild to me. I just couldn't believe the amount of cash flow that was going through.
Mm-hmm. Before you end, I wanted to ask you. Since I know that you've picked up some for me, are you into World of Halo at all?
Oh yeah,
I
got a bunch of them.
So did you see the new ones that Jazzwares put up for the Vault that's coming? They just emailed people this morning.
You might have to remind me.
It's a Spartan Veil and a Promethean Soldier 2-pack.
Oh, that's cool.
It's the Halo Wars Arbiter and Forge.
No way.
Yep, that was like in Canada only or whatever, and now it's finally in America.
Dude, I need that.
And also the last one is they had this in America, but this one has like better paint now. It's Chief and the Flood.
Dude, they got
the Flood tank.
His name's I believe his name's Ripa Morami or something like
Ripa
that.
Morami. Yep,
dude, he dual wields energy swords, dude. It's so cool.
I will be picking up all 3 of these in 6 days.
Dude, I've been waiting. I should have hopped on it. I don't know if it's still in the vault, but they had a Noble 6 with Elite Zealot.
Yep, I have that. Yep.
You got that? Yeah, dude. Yeah. I have all the Spartan collection, and I guess I've been trying to get into the 1000 toys more.
Yeah,
so like those have been kind of expensive, so I haven't been going back to the World of Halo very much.
Since they canceled essentially or they stopped talking about the Spartan collection, I'm all in on World of Halo now, just so I have some Halo like merch that keeps going.
Dude, there's so much more in World of Halo. Like, dude, I would love to have a Spartan Veil and Spartan collection.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Spartan collection's dead. Let's just own it.
It is.
They keep saying, "Oh, there's more." No, there's not.
I know. I'll believe it when I see it,
dude. You know what really bums me out with that? You know, just because like I'm super into it. Halo Wars, they have the entire red team except for Douglas, and I've seen pictures on Reddit of people that have Douglas in hand in the packaging.
He didn't.
But where is it? It never showed up. It never dropped. Like there was never anybody who could order it.
That's why I think they're doing stuff like this for the Vault, because a lot of those, you know, like I said, that Reaper Marami Forge 2-pack was not distributed in the States.
Sure.
So I think a lot of that they're bringing it back with better paint. I just wish they would do that with Spartan Collection as well, because something like the Halo 3 Chief for Spartan Collection, I never saw that, and I once couldn't get it online. I really would love that. I missed that. And
I wish I would have known you were looking for that figure, because when that wave came out, I was fiending at GameStop looking for him, and I saw that Chief multiple times.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I got 2 of the Spartan Alice's, and like I'm trying to think, there was like the Spartan Warrior looking, where he had like the shield and the spear, and he looked like a Greek Spartan.
Yeah,
I got him, and I'm trying to think. Fred came out in that wave as well. He was, Fred from Blue Team. He was in blue armor.
Mm-hmm.
He originally goes for like $100 right now too.
I was gonna try to get all of Chief in Spartan Collection.
Yeah,
and then I was like, you know what? I'll just go for all of Chief in World of Halo. So the only one I'm missing now is Halo 5 Chief, and I'm in no rush because that's easy to get. It's pretty cheap on eBay. And I'm just waiting to see if they re-release him in the vault, because they did that with the Halo 4 Chief and it has better paint. Because the vault is not like a mass retail, every time they do a release, it's better paint. So I'm just waiting to see if they do that.
Yeah, I have every version of Chief that they did in. Well, actually, it is every version of Chief in general. In the Spartan collection, because
they did them all. See, that's what bugs me with the Arbiter. Like, the Arbiter's armor for Halo 5 is fine, but it's just, I want classic 2 silver or 3 like bronze. Like, give me either of those.
You want to hear something funny about that in Halo 3? We're going off on a huge Halo tangent, but like I'll keep it short. Arbiter in Halo 3 is actually silver.
Really?
But the reason he looks bronze and gold is because the game, like, it made it so the reflection of the color of the sky made his armor look gold or bronze or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
so he's actually silver.
Even when they do like the figures,
yep,
it's like a bronze.
Yep.
So that's funny that's like a Han Solo's jacket from Empire, like with the blue and versus brown.
Yep,
that's cool. I didn't know. So it's always silver. He never different.
Yep. And then that even transitioned into 5. They were just like, okay, we're gonna run with it. He wears gold armor.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
Was that your last pickup there, Hunter?
Yeah, that's it for me. Yep.
Did you have any this week, Hendrix? Or
yeah, so I just got a few things. I don't have it with me, but I did get the SHF Jar Jar. I'm gonna I was gonna shoot that review like right now, but then Hybrid texted me. He's like, hey, I need someone else for the stream. I was like, all right, I'll hop on. But I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna head home, review that, and so that video will be up shortly. And then I get all of my mail sent to my mom's at the moment, just because my apartment is a little sketch and we've had some issues with people stealing mail. But so I actually was on my way here to get a package, and you probably can't see it too well, but it is the Hot Toys Maul DeLorean.
No.
Awesome.
Dude, I have him on pre-order.
Dude, I cannot wait. I have the Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Mandalorian gear, so to pair him with this is just going to be perfect. And yeah, just cannot wait. So review for this also coming soon as well.
So cool.
But yeah, that's all I got this at the moment. So
it winds up being perfect because I don't know if you guys saw me before when I was texting, but my friend had texted me 10 on the dot. So perfect. Finished just before.
Hey.
Nice.
Perfect time.
I guess I'm about ready to start winding down in general anyway. I'm running out of topics.
Yep. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta be up for work at 1 a.m. tomorrow, so like I'm ready.
Ain't gonna lie, that's not my problem.
And I gotta pull a Mr. Coffee, and that's really interesting, but I genuinely don't remember asking.
Yep. Oh man. Well, I guess thank you, ZOOBOY, for being
you gotta thank the Zoo Baby.
Zoo Baby.
Oh, I want to say real quick before you head out, ZOOBOY. On the Shall Not Be Named podcast, I remember watching your Have a Chat on there. I just want to say I really enjoyed it back then, and like I don't even know if it still exists, but like that was kind of like the introduction.
13 forever.
That's a good point. I wonder if it does exist, if it's still, or if they took it down.
We'll have to do some digging.
Well,
okay.
There were certain things that were bookmarked that Tommy had, and he said that like if he would click that, it would say like the video's hidden. So
there we go. We got confirmation.
Well, they've. Oh, he's for sure. I thought they were privated.
Tommy said it's gone.
Yeah. Now that we know that he's here watching, it's just a little more salt in the wound.
It's all right. It's all in here. It's all right. It's all in here.
Yeah, it's in here.
Yeah, it's in here too.
See, Tommy, now I'm just gonna have to come on your channel and make a new
one. Just redo it. It'll be better anyway.
Exactly.
Or you can just visit his channel. You don't have to come on it. But
that's fair.
Yeah, you can call it "Take a Talk" instead of.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go. So, but no, I think the Talking Toys with the Boys name is being stolen by him tomorrow. Anyway, I better go slap a copyright on it and so sue the shit out of him. But whatever, I could have hooked him up, but man, he can't even scratch my back and pop up on Talking Toys with the Boys. He can steal the name.
Bro could comment in chat, but he can't hop on stream.
Yeah, fake friend. So
fake fan.
Blitz
fake fan.
Fake fan. So, but
man.
They're eating. Yeah. They're
deleting videos.
They're deleting videos. Oh man, that's awesome. But anyway, ZOOBOY, we're gonna cut you loose. I know it's time.
Yep.
So, I bitch toy review. That's bold coming from bitch transmission. Oh man.
Yep.
The topic should have been red clones, then he would have joined.
Bro, you gotta stop reading chat. We're gonna be here all night.
I know, we're just having fun with it now. But...
Tommy gives everybody an idea, but then he doesn't show up to actually talk about his idea.
Right.
So, well, everyone, thank you for joining us for another Talking Toys with the Boys. I'm cooking up something special for next month. We're gonna have a good time. It might be a mega stream. Early announcement. Hunter, you'll be here. Hendrix, you're getting the invite. Clear the evening of the first Wednesday of December. And
I think it's the 5th.
Tommy, there's no excuses next time. I'll come to Erie. I'll go behind enemy lines. And there are some others that will be getting some invites. So anyway, we will see you all in December on I think the first Wednesday of December. Wednesday, December 4th for the next Talking Toys with the Boys, the 2024 wrap-up episode. And until next time, I hope you all have a good time. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you to the guests. Yeah, the good fans up on the top of the video here. And until next time, may the force be with everyone, and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.